So, in our last session, you began your descent into Anaria's Watch. You went down the ladder into a small room, and Blackstar, who was not actually here, did a disguise self and kind of tried to lure the few guards that were in this kind of mess hall into the room. You kind of beat them up and then started scavenging the mess hall a bit and moving tables and chairs around, kind of basically hide the two bodies. And in the meantime, I think it was it B2 and Blackstar who went up to these double doors, and the guards that were on the inside of the backpack guards began shooting through it. Kind of making a lot of noise, and then that basically alerted maybe not the entire keep. You're not entirely certain, but a large battle broke out, and almost the entire session, pretty much the entire session, was all combat. And we may or may not be jumping back into another entire session of combat. We'll see when we get there. But after the remnants of this battle kind of cooled down to the point where there were no other guards immediately in the immediate area, there are still the sounds, and we'll go ahead and actually get into it here. Still the sounds of guards in their rooms. A couple of them sound like they had run off to try and don their armor, which we all know takes a long time to do. But there's like footsteps in the hallways and shouts that you can hear as you're all recovering from this last section of the battle.
Oh, there he is.
What timing? That's great.
Whoa.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, okay. So that's what you hear at this point. Garen, still in the hallway after having just bludgeoned this wizard who was like thinking that they wanted to get back through the doorway and get back to where the actual barracks portion of the base was, just got beaten to a pulp. The remnants of bloodied, bruised, and cut up bodies scattered through the hallways out into the mess hall. Blackstar definitely having taken quite a few hits, probably breathing heavy, but you all find yourselves, at least for the next 30 seconds, in a place where there isn't anyone immediately coming for you, but you do hear the sound of motion in the barracks around you.
All right.
What are we doing?
So is this how it looks in the room right now?
Where you are.
You're in the previous room. You were kind of hiding behind a wall so as they didn't kill your character. Oh, he froze. It's a great face. Just clip that.
Nope.
Oh, I froze?
Yeah.
You did.
Oh.
Where
I heard
Black...
everything you said.
Oh, okay. Where Blackstar is currently, you're in the room where they fought the backpack guards. They had kind of put you off to the side so that you wouldn't be, hopefully, in the way of more guards coming and then dying while you weren't here. So that's where Blackstar is. But if you move, the game is paused, so you can't move your token. But if I move you out into like the mess hall here, you can see the actual hallway. You can even just click on Razir's token probably and see literally everything. But there is the hallway here. The doors. We'll just close that one there. They are actually all closed. I don't think there was a reason for the door to be open. Maybe he had opened the door like he was going to go through it. I don't remember.
Maybe.
And then you ran over and beat him.
Yeah.
All right, we'll say that door's open. That's fine. But yeah, as you hear the commotion around you, the stone walls kind of echoing with that general waking up of at least a portion of the base. The sounds.
Where did we come from?
The bottom left.
Bottom left.
Bottom left. Okay.
No. We came down the ladder from the roof. Into
Did
that
you watch
room.
the session?
I did watch the session. I didn't watch it. I listened to it.
Okay, gotcha.
I was doing dishes and chores. All right. So, hearing all this, everyone's kind of scattered. Black Star would like to. Where are the
Rage.
backpack guards?
What?
The backpack guards.
In the room you were just hit.
Okay. I want to grab one of the backpacks.
Okay.
Put it on. I'm gonna disguise myself as the guy from the top, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna look at everyone and be like, quickly, hide somewhere. Some of you play dead, something. Quick, help me out here. And then I'm gonna like walk in the middle, and I disguise myself, but I'm looking beat, like I'm looking rough.
Okay.
I've got a
I
plan.
mean, you are.
I am very beat and rough. Disguise self, I could look very nice, but I do not feel good, and I'm trying to reflect that.
Do you want berries?
Yeah, in a minute, but I think we have more pressing matters. The heist is going, as they say in Talnoro, tits up. So
There's as you're saying this, what are the rest of you doing?
B2's gonna kind of pretend to shut down in a corner. You know, he trusts Black Star, so he just powering down.
Okay.
Garrett,
so
So,
next, power
B2
down.
moves over.
B2, like
I did
Make-
unpause it, although I'm asking you not to go and open and close everything and try and move into places where you're not supposed to be. I see Eric's. I see it. I see it.
Yeah, come on, Eric.
Okay.
I guess.
So while you guys are running to, I don't know if you're gonna go hide, try to get behind something, or just kind of wait around a corner to see what happens as Black Star is doing this. There is a bit of a wispy smoke that kind of begins to drift up from the floor near Xander and Razir, and as the smoke kind of billows up and outwards, a zombie-looking person, Veriloth, appears in the room. Just standing there, kind of looks over towards Black Star. Everybody sees Veriloth there in the room.
what in the world is this?
As you're all moving, he's just like standing there.
Does everyone else see this? I mean, I don't. Do I shoot it?
Right.
No one else is
I
looking.
think
That's,
I feel like Garrett would impulsively try to punch it, but
that's well, that's
You can certainly
that's
try.
very low.
Very important, I think.
I am indeed.
You met him before
Veriloth.
on the boat.
I wasn't. What?
Right, you missed that. This is my benefactor. We must be near a. What are they called?
God shards.
Yeah, we must be near a god. Feeling pretty well, and if we can see him, that confirms it.
I'm speechless. I feel like
This-
Veriloth, do you have anything important? We have something going on right now.
Well, I was just popping up and looking. Looks as though things are a bit challenged. Like there's a few opportunities here, and I'm here to be of service to you and your friends. Looking towards Razir and to Xander. Does Garen actually go over and try and punch him?
I said it, and I don't know if anyone tried to stop me, but I saw something that didn't look right, and I tried to punch it.
I mean,
Sure. So you run over to this dead person who's only about maybe 6 feet tall, and your fist just goes right through, passes through.
Right.
Yep. Not quite what I was expecting, but I know this is a time of dire need, and you're all on your heels, as it were, as this whole infiltration may or may not have been planned out, but I'm not here to judge. But I am offering a hand, should you need it, in this exact moment.
Yeah, you got something for us. I'll take it.
Kind of looks-
Wait. Before that, last time he did something for us, he took my brother in as a new
I don't
toy.
like how this guy looks.
He looks just like Razir.
Exactly.
Not quite.
Louise, you're just so intent on things, and I appreciate that, but since your brother and I have our little understanding, there's been nothing but great things that have occurred. I've helped you, and whether or not you've been able to see me or not, I've
Matthias. That was a great help.
been there. Is this
You
is this-
asking
is this really time for this conversation? I'll be around for a while as long as you're here in Anaria's watch. We can
So I
talk
feel
later.
like your gifts
I'm still
are
trying to hit him. It's not working. I'm getting upset.
aren't always as good as they seem for us, but always better for you.
Well, one does have to look out for one's own best interest. Wouldn't you agree? But on the large scheme of things, helping you helps me because Razir and I, well, we have something to do here. And I'm sure you'll find out a little bit more about that later. But for now, I have all of your approval. At least I have the approval of Razir. What say you, Xander?
Is my mic working? Okay. Zoom said it wasn't. I mean,
No, you're good.
What are you talking about, Xander?
what's the help? What's on the table?
Well, I have a little something up my sleeve. I guess you'll just have to wait and see. Nothing that could be.
And then what's in it for you?
What's in it for me? Oh, there's so much to be found here that's going to aid all of you, to aid Razir, to aid me in accomplishing our final goal. But in your current circumstances, if you pull the entirety of Venera's watch, I can assure you that you will not survive. So if I just scare a few of them away for a little while, perhaps you'll have a bit of time to recuperate and put together more of a, what do you call it, Black Star? A heist plan?
Yeah.
Well, I could buy you a little bit of time to get yourselves together.
I'm pretty sure we've gone loud now.
No one who talks like you is a good guy.
Well, all right then.
But
If you don't want my help, then I'll just go away and we'll see how it goes.
He can kind of mess with reality and things. I don't exactly know what he's planning, but if it's going to give us at least a better advantage than we have now, maybe it's worth.
Oh,
I mean,
Xander.
it doesn't. Shut up. It doesn't seem like there's really anything we're giving up. It seems like anything that we gain in here is going to help him, and we're going to take things from here anyway. So it's the only end of the deal is that we live. And if he's going to help us live, and I know that we all want to live, then perhaps it's a good idea to take him up on his offer.
Do what you want. I'm just gonna turn my back against him.
Veriloth starts to walk towards the open door which leads to the hallway, which has the doors that have the barracks behind them. And as he's kind of walking, he kind of like raises his left hand up and kind of pulls down slightly. And from the ceiling of the room that you're in comes that like tendrily vine called Vesper, who you met earlier on the roof, who was kind of working with Leora, and you were told was not an accomplice, a friend of Jupiter Keepdown, was kind of like his personal friend who resides within an area's watch. And the vine seems to struggle against the pull of Veriloth as though trying not to be pulled down through the roof. Kind of like becomes rigid for a moment. And then Veriloth finally pulls his hand down and the like more of the vine just comes spilling out and like coils up on the floor like a snake. And it like is like convulsing and shaking a bit. And Veriloth just, no. There's no need to have such hostilities. We can all be friends here. And there's a bit of, like, red energy that kind of flows out of his hand and travels towards Vesper on the ground. And Vesper then stops convulsing and kind of, like, stands up rigid and kind of looks over in Veriloth's direction. I say looks over, but it's the end of a vine. It looks kind of like the head of a snake, right? Looks over in his direction and just gives him a nod. Veriloth snaps his fingers and 3 more of them appear on the ground, kind of ethereal a bit. And they all, like, simultaneously, like, shh, kind of head out in the direction of the doorway and towards the barracks. Within a few seconds, you hear clamoring and screams, and Veriloth just smiles, kind of like licks his lips in a really creepy and disgusting way, and then walks into the hallway and out of sight.
That
He
was
terrifies me.
disturbing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's his whole thing. He's supposed to be like terrifying. Wait, you can feel terror.
I think so. Either way, I am
Well,
uncomfortable. with.
Oh, whoa, hold on. You're naming emotions.
We
We'll break
have
this. We'll break
things
this down later.
to
Yeah,
deal with.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll break it down. We'll break it down later. Okay. Right.
How's it sound now?
So there's like a crashing of something glass on the floor. Like these are all stone walls, but this like amplified for some reason. And then you all hear a voice, Veriloth's voice, kind of like radiating throughout, but it's in your head. It's not like actually echoing. Excuse me, throughout the space here. Friends of the second floor, we are here to aid you in removing yourself of the blasphemous words of the Red King. I strongly encourage that you vacate this location immediately before all of you lose your lives like the whelps before you. So, please, if you wish to remain alive at least for a little while longer, please vacate the premises.
A little while longer.
And so there's more screaming and like footsteps of people like dashing down hallways and things getting knocked over and crashing, and it sounds like someone's shouting at somebody else, and you wait like a full like 60 seconds before there's like dead silence. You do hear beyond the walls of the second floor where you're on, there are people on the outside that are shouting. There's shouts coming from the outside of the keep.
Can I see
we-
through the window?
If you go over to a window and want to try and see what's going on.
I feel like it should be someone not as big as me, but sure.
Black
Yeah.
Star goes and looks.
I mean, we do have the vascular trace right now, so we're all pretty sneaky.
Okay. So you go over to a window and peek out of it. Go ahead and make a perception check.
B2's rolls from last session begs to differ about being stealthy.
Yeah, but we also forgot about the advantage. Well, Tim forgot about the advantage.
Don't forget this roll is an advantage.
Did Tim forget again?
No, not at all.
And Tim, don't forget, all our passive perception, our passive insight, and our passive instigation get a +5.
Passive instigation. I want to have passive instigation.
I didn't have passive instigation.
I do. All right, so 16. Was Blackstar not rolling? I thought he was the one who
I
rolled
guess
at the
not.
window. Okay. You look out and you can see where there once was a couple of guards with one of which was holding a torch. Was Blackstar rolling a perception check? Or I thought he was the one who was looking out the window. Or you were letting Garen do
Garen
that?
said it, but then since Felix or Louise said that we still have pass without trace, I'll just let Garen do it. It's fine.
Okay. Currently, there are no lights. Even from the second floor, you can see, like, just past the walls to where, because this is pretty high up, right? Just past the walls of where that lookout tower would be. The lights are still on there, but there are no visible guards on the walls because there's no light in the like courtyard area around the keep. So either there are no guards there or they've snuffed their lights, but there is sound coming from outside, or just like the occasional shout here or there.
We hear a Wilhelm scream.
scream.
I was just about to say that. Oh, you beat me to it.
Eric or Felix, with my, how does my eyesight or the totem thing work
right.
with
You can
things
see
that,
up
things
to
that
a
are
mile.
lit up, like from a distance? Because I know I can only still see 60.
Yeah, I feel like the
If
60
something's
foot of
got
dark
light
vision.
on it,
Yeah, you should
can
be able
see
to
it?
see it.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
You can only see up to 60 feet if there's no light, but if there's light like
Okay.
further up ahead, you'd be able to see.
Right. So
around
the-
that thing.
So the lit up
Sure.
towers, right? You can see just the top of them, and you can see that there's a guard on each of the towers, and they're just kind of like sitting down and like have their weapons kind of like up on the edge of the tower, and they're not necessarily looking into the keep. They are kind of like sweeping back and forth over where the lake area is. So they do occasionally sweep back over the keep, but they're not. Doesn't look like they're intent on you guys at all.
It looks like we're safe for now. They still got guys looking at us though.
What did he do?
Pretty sure he killed everyone. Or he
Shoot
said
some of them
most
off.
of them.
Blackstar's gonna go to one of the room doors
Okay.
and listen.
All right, so you walk into the hallway, and then there are 3 hallways off of, or there's let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 hallways off of this main hallway. Opening one of the doors and looking inside, there's just it's a hallway of doors, which is a barracks, right? So it's internal, and you go over to like the first door. This first one you get to is just open, and there's just like a trail of like papers and looks like some kind of like small little game with dice and whatever that's just kind of like spilled out on the ground, out of the door, like somebody left in a hurry. A lot of the doors in this hallway are actually open.
Any not open ones?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Can I listen to one of the closed ones?
Yeah, the one immediately to your right as you walk in there is closed. You kind of listen up close and make a perception check at advantage.
Good thing.
15. Okay. Take a close listen. You wait a couple seconds. You don't hear anything.
Is it locked?
Try the door handle. It is indeed locked. Which I don't have any of these.
I'd like to unlock it.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing while he's working on this?
I'm asking Louise for berries.
Yeah, I'll give you a handful, I guess. Wait, what's the math on berries? I forgot.
Oh, 9 twice. That's what.
2 plus spells level. Yeah. How much? On a scale of whatever your max HP is, how do you feel?
50 out of 101. That's
Alright,
how I
I'll
feel.
give you. God, I need to do math now. I'll
Most
give
of
you-
that damage
Yeah.
was Xander, by the way.
I'll give you a 10 third level one, so you heal for 50. Well, you need to eat them, and since it's 1 per action, you'd be sitting there eating them for 1 minute.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
B2
I'm
sitting
watching-
at 60%.
I'm watching the hallways
Okay.
while Blackstar's doing this.
You're
Both the one
standing-
he's down and the
Where your token is standing, right?
yeah, like right there. I'm watching both
I
hallways.
love how you put your token partially inside.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Okay. All right, just keeping an eye out.
Oh,
All right.
also, why am I poisoned? Is that
Why are you
shouldn't
poisoned?
be?
You shouldn't be poisoned.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think.
I don't think anyone had a poison related
I
thing.
assumed your skull and bones was like for form of dread.
No.
I thought it was an
On my
aesthetic
character
choice.
sheet too.
One of the characters had poison daggers because I was immune to. I remember being.
Yeah, in the episode, you definitely talked about him being immune to poison.
So all their like short swords and whatever, they have like a poison coating on them. Like they're
okay.
they're
Alright.
pre-coated that way. So
I don't remember Razir rolling for it though.
But
That's
but
why.
they don't poison people. They just deal poison
Oh,
damage.
okay.
I couldn't remember.
So all right. So on a 22, you just kind of get down, and it doesn't take very long. They're not super great locks, but it and then
We'll
the door
open it carefully.
opens. Carefully open it, and as you're opening it, you hear. And there's a person who's like laying in the bed with like the sheet kind of like pulled up over their nose, and you could see like a sword sticking out of the like the where the sheet is, and it's like holding it there, and it's a person. You see a set of armor kind of set off to the side, like as though this person was trying to put it on and then realized you were coming in through the door and jumped in the bed and put the sheet over themselves. There's no other exit in this room. And just like the other room across the hallway, there is like a small table next to the bed, and then there's also like a chest, which is open with looks like some personal belongings, and then this armor that's kind of leaned up against it. Doesn't say anything,
Oi.
just continues to breathe heavily.
What happened to you?
Yeah, there's scary vines and a big dead guy came through. Did you just pick the lock of my door?
Yeah, I did. What, mate? Like a scary guy and vines. Do you hear what you're saying?
Isn't there people dead here? I mean, there was a vine and it was like wrapped around my throat like it was gonna kill me, and then it let me go, and for some reason, and then I figured I'd put my armor on, but then you were trying to come in. You didn't knock.
Yeah, because I didn't hear anything, and I wanted to take your stuff. What?
You wanted to take?
Are you pissing the bed, mate?
No. Kind of like folds part of the blanket over.
You're a whole soldier in the chainless. You've got weapons and everything, and this is the way you're acting.
This is. I didn't have time to put my armor on. I didn't know what to do.
I didn't have time to put my armor on. Do you hear yourself?
Aren't you one of the ones that's supposed to be watching the perimeter? Are there bad guys inside the keep?
Did you hear all the screaming that was happening? I came down to check on it because no one came up to let us know.
I wasn't screaming.
Someone was screaming. You didn't hear it.
I heard something. I heard some loud.
Oh, so you did hear
like
something,
thunder,
did you?
and like starts to pull the blanket off the bed and make a deception check. At advantage.
You can really feel Alex's military side coming through. By the way, I give B2 10 second level berries. So you can heal for 40.
Woof.
Who took a heal for 30?
40 B2.
Oh, okay.
Because I heard him mention it.
B2's just sitting over there, just taking berries and
Just smashing on his faceplate.
Finding a hole in the...
Smash it! White scissors just has a red face.
This is delicious.
It smells so good.
So, is everything safe, Captain? Should I... It's not my shift. There were screams. Did you find anything?
So, now let me get this straight, right? You, upon hearing screams within the station, which might not be your shift, but it is your duty to defend, instead of coming out and looking, you sat on your bed, pulled up the blanket, and decided to wallow in fear.
He just
Hand me your sword, soldier.
He sits up in the bed and pull goes to pull the covers off and also step off of the bed, and there's a small book that kind of falls onto the floor and lays open, and it's got some sketches in it of some inappropriate things, and stands up and tries to kick it underneath the bed, and then goes to hand you his sword, and his pants are falling down, and he pulls him up and hands you the sword.
I take it. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see what you just kicked under that bed.
But Captain, why do you need my
Quiet,
sword?
soldier. You clearly can't use it, so there's no point in you having it. Sit here. I'm gonna have a report written up tomorrow. We'll discuss this when your shift starts.
He looks super confused and just nods and doesn't know if he should salute or put his hands at his side, but he just kind of slowly stands up straight and nods very robotically.
You're making a mockery of the chainless. It's not what we stand for. Come find me when your shift starts.
Okay.
And then I close the door.
You just hear a big sigh of relief on the other side of the door.
And then I look at Razir and I go like this. And then I move back into the room and I close the door to the hallway. There's another door?
I didn't actually open the door for you, but yeah.
What's on the other side of this last door? Is that a room also? Would I know? Can I listen?
So you listen, and there's no sound coming from the other side.
Okay. Is this one locked?
The door that you're standing in front of is not.
Yeah.
You go to open it, and it opens up.
All right.
There is another hallway beyond.
I'm just gonna peek in. What do I see?
Okay.
Okay.
It's just another hallway that's kind of like on the other side.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna close this back up. Then I'm gonna go down this way,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna take.
As you're doing all of these things, which takes a minute or so
Yeah.
to do, what are Louise and Xander and Garen and B2? What's everybody else doing?
I feel like we should use this distraction that Razir's friend created to maybe look what's in the room over there and
Yeah,
what
I was gonna say we should probably
the
move
backpack guys were hiding.
in here. I'd
Garen
like to.
Is glaring at Razir. That's all.
I'd like to just do some like light and quick looting across the bodies. I'm not looking for gold or anything. What I'm looking for is like documents, like communicators, anything that could like be important like that.
I see that you guys are moving your tokens into that room, and that's fine. I will say that Louise, as you were going to walk into that room, you did hear the sound of like a key turning a lock a little bit further down the hallway. So if you were like here, just to give you visual, right?
Yeah.
Down at this end of the hallway,
All right.
it seems like there's something being turned, like a doorknob being turned, and just a slight but opening up.
All right. Guys, someone's coming down the hallway.
I missed where you pinged him for him. Where you heard that?
The hallway north of me. There's a door.
Oh, that door. That
Yeah.
door. Okay.
Oh.
Hey, look at that guy. Just see him.
You see nothing.
That's funny. Just eye contact, an awkward little gap. Just like,
It's like diagonal. There is like a head that pokes around the corner into the hallway over here, just kind of like right around the corner there. Pokes around, looks at you guys.
I'd
And
like
then-
to throw a rock at him.
Just throw a rock.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and throw a rock at him. Sure. With advantage.
Oh yeah,
He
right.
does. He's got 3/4 cover.
Got stopped.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do
Wow.
I?
You do with the 29.
Quarters
Alright.
cover doesn't
On
do
that,
anything.
3/4 cover.
Oh, just damn it. That's. And could he make? Ooh, max damage.
Max damage.
Could he make? Where is it? Strength saving throw, please.
Okay.
DC 17.
That is a 19.
Ah, he succeeds.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And it's like
was
as he
trying
gets hit, it was like a split second. Like pokes his head out and then goes back in, closes
yeah.
the door. Ah!
I tried to drag him into the hallway, but
The door closes and you hear the sound locking.
Well,
So, what's the plan? Clearly, we don't have time to sit here and do nothing.
I mean, once again, I don't know why I always blank on his name.
Verilos.
Vera, yeah, I have it written out just here. Vera's made a distraction. Maybe they're trying to escape because of that,
Yes.
or do we just go at them and try to take him out right now?
I mean, I think we go take him out right now.
All right. P2
Take-
starts
take-
running down the hallway.
Take this chance
No
while they're
running in the
half
hallway.
covered.
Okay.
P2's
While a lot of them are distracted,
Starts
take a
walking
chance to
fast.
thin out their numbers.
I'm not running.
Okay.
Power walk.
We know he locked it.
I just want to keep in mind for anybody who's wearing the backpack, your movement speed is halved. Don't forget. So,
Only Black Star is wearing the backpack.
correct.
right now.
I was saying that for Black Stars benefit, but anybody else who wants to pick one up and wear it, that's one of the consequences of wearing it. So,
All part of an overly complex ruse on Black Star's part.
all right, you get over to the door and you try to open the door. B2.
I know it's locked, but I don't think B2 understands that, and I just want to strength push through it. Like he just thinks it's jammed.
Okay.
I think it's fitting of
Sure.
robot to.
Oh no, absolutely. I'm just like, okay, go ahead and make a
It's like
strength
when you
check.
try to open something where you're like, oh, it's stuck, and just pull on it too hard and break it.
Yeah, yeah. You know, D&D 2.0 used to have bend bars, break doors mechanics.
Nice.
Throwback.
23. Okay. So B2 just like goes charging down the hallway, gets right up to the door, and just opens it right up. It just explodes on the inside. It actually was opening towards you, and now it doesn't anymore. So, and
I have
right on
solved the door problem.
right on the other
It was a
side
pull
of the door
door,
is one of these guards who immediately like, oh, is that not? Can you not see down that hallway?
He does not have dark vision.
Oh.
Oh,
Gotcha.
he's the worst person.
I was like,
to
is
do
there a
this.
wall in the way?
Yeah.
In this particular hallway, there are no lights. So I would the light doesn't even reach. It doesn't. No, it's pitch black in this hallway.
You two just like it's so
you can
dark
see
here.
some stuff over here,
What you do see,
like where you
Yeah.
have your
what
cursor.
you do
There is a
see
light there.
is because the backpack has like blue like electrical energy kind of going down these like tubes on the sides of it, as well as the weapon, both the gun and the sword. It's like all you see is like lightning, kind of like barely like blue illuminating this like roguish person who immediately pulls up the gun to go and fire at you.
I'm swinging.
Okay.
B2
All right,
warrior enough to...
let's roll initiative for this.
Yeah.
Because this is one of the backpack guards.
With
so-
advantage, guys.
Oh, I began
All right.
combat without rolling
For
initiative.
some reason, I
Awesome.
only rolled once.
Thanks for the advantage.
Don't forget to select your token before rolling. I guess maybe not.
I thought I did.
Yeah, you
clicked on
had
it.
mine selected.
I definitely had
now
mine
you select-
Yeah.
Maybe because I already started the combat. It didn't.
Yeah. Do you want us to roll again? And... Oh, no, we're on the initiative.
Now we're all there, yeah.
Why does it not roll with advantage?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
I think Beyond 20 might be broken.
Yeah,
tonight
Beyond
again.
20 is being weird.
Yeah.
Is it?
I
Why
rolled
did-
with advantage.
I had
Yeah, right.
22, Tim.
I had.
Okay.
Mhm.
Give me a second. I have to
And
click
didn't even put
roll.
me in tracker. What?
Oh, wow.
I'd get a 7.
I didn't. What? Why am I so low?
Yeah, I just rolled for all of us because for some reason it's bugged. Just
No,
roll for
no.
all of us.
I have to click roll on the
Yeah.
initiative tracker to get it to generate a number, so I can edit that number.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
My question is, was this happening while I was talking to the guy or after I was done talking to the guy?
After you're done talking to the guy.
Okay.
All right. What did Brazier get?
18.
Xander.
I was 22.
Black Star.
25.
Sheesh.
Mm-hmm.
You're not making it over here anyway. Why are you
Louise?
How do you guys have +6? to your
19.
initiative. Jeez.
I have +6.
And B2.
Yes.
13.
Jack of all trades.
And Garen?
Plus the luck, so. that's
19.
plus 3.
Oh, we're about to body this guy. This guy's cooked.
Oh my god, he's last. Oh.
Mm-hmm. All right. So he pulls up his weapon. You hear the charge up sound, and that brings us to the top of the round. Black Star, you're in the hallway.
Yep.
You're kind of just like running up and down it, kind of like looking at these doors and trying to. You're heading back towards the group, or were you?
As
gonna
I'm,
be-
yeah, as I was walking back, did I see any rope anywhere? In
I
any
mean,
of the
there's
rooms?
there's rope in one of the rooms. Yeah,
Is it a long rope?
be a 50-foot rope, just a hempen
All
rope.
right. Black Star, like hearing all that, like kind of like shrugs, and I'm gonna grab the rope and I'm gonna start tying the doors together.
All of the doors.
Yeah, as many as I can get with one rope, and then I'll find another. So the 3 right next to me, I tie them each individually around the doorknob. So if one opens, it pulls on the rope and prevents it from opening. Just kind of like a lock from the outside type thing.
Cool. Okay.
And that's heist mode.
Black Star's going to do that for his turn. That's all he's literally not concerned about anything else happening. He sees everyone moving over there, and he's just like, they got it.
Okay, sounds good.
As he
Starts
coughs
eyeing-
up some blood because he's very sad.
He's berry sad because he's not eating berries.
Very sad. Very sad.
All right, Xander. You can kind of like peek your head around the corner and see this guy there.
Yeah, if I can peek around the corner and see this guy, I'm trying to save my spell slots. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the first charge from the Robe of Stars. Because I don't know what we're gonna run into later, so I'd like to just go a little lighter. I get to cast Magic Missile at 5th level.
Okay.
That's going lighter.
Jeez.
So I cast.
Can you
that's
occupy the
5.
space of one of your allies?
I mean, what you could do is
Temporarily.
just go up there, move up here, shoot it, then go back to where he is.
Or I could just pick him up like a little baby, and he could shoot, and then I put it down. Fire, my magic friend.
Fire
I mean,
bomb,
does it
did you?
matter if we're occupying the same space because like it's an auto hit anyway?
I get it. Then yeah. So there's
Okay.
no like attack rolls or anything on this, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
but there's someone else over there.
I haven't
Really?
seen that guy as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, you
Okay.
have dark vision.
So
You can see him.
this guy up here, it's just the angle.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, so that's 7 times that I'm casting this. So 9, 13,
Bro.
15, 17, 22,
Last one.
25 points of damage, force damage.
25 points of force damage.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just, for the first time ever, I reach onto the robe and I like peel off a star, and it kind of like formulates in my hand as these 7 like spinning blue missiles, and I just put my hand out and they all just kind of spiral towards this one guy and just
Mm-hmm.
it collapse in on him.
Yeah. So just imagine like B2 picking you up and like just holding you in the doorway, and you're just like carefully picking up a star and kind of like flicking it forward, and then like a missile battery goes flying towards this guy. He just gets hit by it all.
And then I have to check every time to see if I have a bonus action, but I don't. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right, Garen.
And just to clarify on the movement thing, you can move through non-hostile creature space, or a hostile one if it's 2 sizes larger than you. It's always difficult terrain either way. Whether a creature is friendly or an enemy, you can't willingly end your move in its space. So you can be in its space during your turn as long as you don't end.
Your turn in their space.
You can't end your movement,
Yeah, you
so you can't. Yeah, so you can like move.
So could
through,
you,
no
let's
problem.
say you have 30 feet of movement, move up your full 30 feet into someone else's space. You couldn't do that because then you'd be out of movement. But what if you could misty step out of their space, like?
I think it's as long as you don't end your turn in their space.
Yeah.
Stop moving there. You're good.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
nothing fancy. Some Garen. I was just gonna punch him a few times.
So you run up, like past Xander, like excuse me, and past B2.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Little,
like
little
this way,
nod to
sir.
the side.
Yeah. I grab
Um,
him and just whale him in the head
Okay.
over and over.
Is Garen's not currently raging, right?
No, that ended.
Okay. So are you grappling him or are you just punching him?
No, yeah, I'm punching him. That's it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make your attack rolls with advantage.
Yeah, no reckless. Nice. This one, yeah. 1.
Advantage is all fun and games until it's boss mode time. and then a
3.
25, 27 definitely hits. 25 definitely hits. 24 definitely hits. How do you want to do this? No, I'm just joking.
Dude,
We'll see what
smoke
the
this fool.
I mean, we know how much damage Garen can put out. So, like,
Jeez.
Okay, first one is
Melt
16.
this guy, dude.
Wow. Yeah, that's really good rolls.
16, 15.
Oh yeah, it went down.
14.
Yeah.
so, just a casual 45 damage.
You're up to him.
You lighthouse looking.
He's like not even like wearing a helmet, but like part of like the top of the hood just gets like ripped off by one of your punches, and like you see a tooth go clattering against the side of the wall and a splatter of blood, and he's like desperately trying to like charge up the weapon and like shoot it at your face, and you just keep knocking it to the side. The gun like hits the wall. He goes to pull out his lightning sword, and you just kind of like kick him, and he goes like flat on his back and then gets back up again. He's almost dead.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll make my way here.
You're gonna provoke
Wait.
an attack from him.
Oh, I am. I forgot about that.
Are you gonna take it?
Or
Or are you gonna?
no.
Okay.
I'm a melee character. I have to be up that close to everyone. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll end it there then.
Okay.
In his face.
He's just coughing up blood in the hallway, like not expecting this unbelievable onslaught. So if you end your turn, it is now Louise's turn. What is Louise concentrating on?
Pass without a trace.
Oh.
In case
So-
we still want to be stealthy somehow.
So you can move up past all of your friends, make your attacks, and then move back? Or you don't have that much movement, do you?
No, I have 30 feet of movement.
30 feet? So you wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to...
Yeah, I won't be.
You wouldn't be able to get
Well,
up there.
I'd be able basically to make it up here, but right
Or you
now
can
it's
make
like
it to the other side of the guy.
It's
I
don't
can't
forget,
pass through him.
even your friends are difficult terrain.
Oh yeah, right. So then
It's 15 feet of movement through them.
20. What?
20, right?
Wait, no, because
you
it's
wouldn't.
difficult terrain for you two of the squares. So I need to end my. So you know what? I'll stay here. I can barely see the chainless rogue up top.
Well, if that's the case, then I
Like,
wouldn't even
I
release
was-
that guy before.
I mean,
Like-
the map gives you visual of him, but
Tim, 33
Yes.
passive perception.
that's true. That is true.
But he does
Uh,
have cover, I assume, like
he-
before, right?
I mean, this is like we're really pulling at straws here. We're like you got like
Kind of full of Robin Hood.
yeah.
I mean, I could ricochet one of my rocks off the ground because
Okay.
it does a two-bird sling
All right,
and
so
hit the guy.
I would roll that he has full cover
Oh, then I can't hit him then.
because I mean
Yeah.
I know the map is showing it. That's not my fault.
Then there's straight up.
It's not
nothing.
really a visual. Kind of like stick your head to the side, maybe like an inch.
Then
I'll tell you what.
can't.
I'll tell you what. I will let you roll at disadvantage, but because you have advantage, it will be a straight roll.
Normal roll,
That you're
yeah,
trying to
but-
do. Yeah, I will.
Yeah, but he
and-
has like what
And I'll give him
three-quarters
three,
cover,
and it's
so-
going to be three-quarters
yeah,
cover.
I wouldn't be able to hit him anyway. So you know what?
That's up to you.
Since what?
Natural 20s
I
exist.
won't be able to see. I need to be in the B2 space. Since I can't do basically anything to get into their
I haven't really had close quarters fighting like this.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think like at all in this campaign.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, I
all
get
these
that.
magic users, that makes sense.
You know what? I'll so Rizier or whoever can make it there. Oh, best true wall. I'll move there, take a dodge action, and end my turn.
All right. Rizier.
I'm keeping an eye on Blackstar and just watching. Ain't doing much else. I'm keeping an eye on down these other hallways and still being there watching Blackstar do his thing and Yeah, that's it.
Every time Blackstar does something, he looks at Razir and just
Yeah. And I'm ready to shoot at any chainless that come running.
Dynamic
Basically what I'm
duo. Okay. Sounds good.
My body is made of flesh. I can take damage now.
Ending your turn. This guy is going to come running down the hallway. He is going to attack. Let's see. Would he be able to? Let's see. It's all blown off the side.
Is he glowing as well?
He is. This is not a bat pack guard. No.
Just making
This
sure.
is one of the regular guards. He is going to make 3 short sword attacks on you. If I can remember how to do advantage.
They will all hit.
26 to hit.
That's a miss.
So we went over this last time. You are do you have anything with poison? Are you resistant to all forms of damage, right? Because you're...
No,
He's
I'm
not
not
raging
raging.
right now.
I'm not raging.
Oh, you're not
no,
raging. Okay.
I'm not made of stone right now.
Gotcha. So it is the first attack is a total of 13 points of damage. Second attack is a 24 to hit for 11 points of damage. Third hit is also a 24 for 11 points of damage.
good lord.
Ending that, he just like rushes up to you and looks like a lesser version of the guard that you just like pummeled into the ground basically, and just looks like he's empowered because the other guy was like trying to fight you, but then like runs up to you, looks to his left, which is in front of you, the guy there, sees his friend all beaten, bloodied up, and he's just like, takes out his short sword and just like starts stabbing you in the shoulder. Looks like he's about to run away. He did use almost all of his movement to get away, so he is not... He's going to use a bonus action to disengage and start backing up, and that's as far as he can get right there.
He has.
It doesn't matter if he disengages. I have Sentinel. I'll hit him regardless.
He doesn't know that. So
Yeah, alright.
he's moving away from you.
I'll take a
Thinks he's
swing.
moving away.
Now Garen is angry, not raging. It's a completely different thing.
What hurt?
But is it a reckless attack?
I get advantage anyways. So
Yeah.
Don't.
Enemies get advantage against you anyway, so you're basically always reckless attacking, right?
Jeez,
We're
I
all
rolled an 8 and I got a
attacking.
20.
20 definitely hits.
Warrior thing, barbarian 6. I mean,
Oh.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get 13 to keep it going down.
12 points of
perfectly.
damage.
Yep.
Good one.
And then
Yeah,
because
also-
of Sentinel, he doesn't move, right?
Yeah, he
he's right
doesn't
next to
move,
you.
yeah.
Gotcha. So you just like grab onto his shoulder and just squeeze really hard, and you feel the crunching into his shoulder. He's like falls
Yeah.
forward.
I'm like
a bit.
laying into the other guy, and he comes in stabbing, and then on one of the stab wounds, I just grab his arm and squeeze really hard.
Yep.
Like he's not going anywhere while I punch this other dude.
Exactly. Perfect. All right. At the end of his turn, another
That's terrifying.
guard
You
comes
find
running
this man in the
from
hallway.
further
That's just
down
a
the
bad
hallway, looks and sees what's going on, sees that his friend is almost dead, and pulls out his short bow that he has on the side, and
Miss.
he also gets to make 3 short bow attacks. Cool.
This bum.
First one, 16 to hit.
Ah, that's my AC.
Just the same damage formula. It
I'd
is.
cast shield on you if I could.
12 points of damage. Second attack, 22 to hit. 9 points of damage. Third attack, oh my god. I mean, these are all at advantage, right? So this is just going to be just silly stuff. That's a 23 to hit for 12 points of damage.
All right, I'm gonna need those berries again. That's for sure.
I am trying to wipe out all 185 berries that Louise carries around with him. That's my goal here, obviously.
How many berries did you give me?
At 10.
He is then going to
Okay, jeez.
back around here, so he has full cover again. And it is B2. B2, Garen is just taking stab wounds and arrows and everything. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Garen, dodge left, and I'm gonna strike on the right side to hit the guy in front of him.
Gotcha. Okay. At advantage.
I like this visual. I'm just holding the other guy.
Yep.
25 definitely hits. Ooh, this is the glaive of the Thunderlord. So does it automatically do thunder damage?
Yeah.
It does. Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Surely that will have no backlash, Garen. We'll be fine. I'll be fine. I have a giant man in front of me. I'll be
All
okay.
right.
That's your juicy damage.
He you stab and there's a poof in the hallway and he is dead. Yeah, he's dead on the ground. And
Perfect.
Mhm.
And then I think because, like, even though B2 can assume Garen's holding on to someone, he saw the archer, so he's going to take the little bit of movement speed that he'll have, and I think that would be here, right?
Does that provoke an attack of opportunity from the other guard
It
as you're
would.
running by the hallway?
That's fine.
If the guard has dark vision,
I'm dealing with to me, I'm protecting Garen. I'm more focused on protecting Garen from the archer.
All right, he's going to go ahead and take his swipe then. That's a 22 to hit
You know, that hits.
for 13. Wait,
Just barely hits.
you are resistant to poison damage, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so it is 11 points of damage total.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And that's my turn.
At the top of the round, Black Star is continuing to tie more ropes around doorknobs.
Yeah, how many have I done so far?
I mean, tying a knot around a doorknob.
No,
would be
so
an-
the first
would-
one I do a knot, then the second one I loop it, and then the third one I do a knot.
So then you've done one knot on your first turn. That's be an action to tie a knot around a doorknob.
That's fine. I'm okay.
So
with
then
this.
now on your second turn, you could loop and run and loop. So now you've got 3.
Okay. I tie a knot on the third one. Oh wait.
Okay.
Unless it's enough. Is there enough? There's probably not enough rope to do all of them.
No.
No, it's 40 feet now. So, yeah, I do the 3 then, and then. But I look in this room next to me. Is there a rope? Another rope or?
That's the room you got the first rope out of.
Biscuits. Okay.
Hibiscus.
Any noise coming from this hall right now?
From the hall?
Yeah, like with all. I can hear what's happening, right?
You can. Well, you certainly heard the boom of the thunderglaive
Yeah.
through the
So
walls.
in this
Yeah.
hallway now, is there any like what? What's that noise? Like, oh my god, let me go check it out.
No.
No. And I look
Get
at
the-
Razir and I go, I think we should go check on them. And then that's it.
You get the sense that this one guard that you found curled up on the bed in the room is probably the only guard left in the barracks, and that all of the rest of them either vacated the space or were dispatched.
Everyone else closed their doors. How considerate.
Or the rooms just weren't in use. You're not sure. You do see in one of the doors as you were running by that, like, underneath one of the beds, there is like a leg sticking out from underneath it. Like a person, not a live person, but a dead body. Kind of halfway sticking out from underneath one of the beds. But
He won't get out.
that is the end of your turn.
He's
Xander.
sleeping.
All right.
From your perspective, you can see that guy that's north of Garen.
I can.
You can see him from that perspective, yeah, because it's right there.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do another one of the magic missiles. I'm trying to save my spell slots, and I have 6 of these, so I will keep going. And I'll use more of them. So let me just pull up magic missile. And then all right, so I'm doing this 7 times. So that was 5,
Yeah, you got 2 left.
6, 7. So that's 13, 15, 19, 21, 26 points of damage.
Wow.
Um,
Just free damage.
yeah, just free damage.
Garen, from over your shoulder, all these like bolts of energy just come through and hit this guy, and he's just like taking them like bullets and kind of like convulsing a little bit as you're holding on to his sword arm and just squeezing. He's like taking them all in the face.
And I if Garen looks over his shoulder, I go,
That's funny.
Trying to play
and
a black star.
That's
Thumbs up.
the end of my turn.
Okay.
I've learned a thing or two.
All right, Garen's taking some hits here.
Yeah.
How's
That's what
Garen
happens
feeling
when
right
you don't rage.
now?
Well, yeah, Garrett's kind of upset about other things right now, which is why he is kind of tunnel visioning. But he's still gonna take the sword out of him while still holding onto the guy's arm and lift him up without looking at him and start punching him.
Hold him up. Poof, poof. Yep. Okay.
No, like he's still to my side. Like I'm looking at B2, or at least where B2 went. I can see him. I have dark vision, and I'm just hitting him from this side.
I just picture you pick the guy up and he goes, "I'm sorry." I am sorry for my outburst.
Okay.
Realize he's like struggling against being grabbed. Realize you pick him up. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
I was in the wrong. How dare I
made
be
a mistake."
Whoops.
I should have left.
Well, I'm rolling so low, but I'm still gonna hit. I know for sure.
You do. Yep.
At least I don't know how much health he has, so I'm just gonna do damage first. Ah, no, just missing. Skipped 11 and 14 or 13.
Wait, what?
He's still up. No, I'm
So
trying.
you
I was trying to
all the
go
damage numbers.
be perfect because it started
So
at 16. 15, 14.
Gotcha. So you dealt 10 points of damage on that attack. He's looking like probably one more hit will
Near
probably kill
death.
him. Yeah. He's looking near death.
Yeah.
Yep. A 29. You know, it hits.
You know.
You know, as you do. Yep. How do you
Quick
finish? How do you finish him off?
I'm gonna grab his own sword. I'm so not. I'm not even focused on the fact that I'm gonna be grabbing a weapon, but I grab his sword from him, and just stick it in him and slam him on the ground and walk forward.
As you're looking at B2, you're like looking at B2 the entire time. You're like punch, grab his sword, stab, throw on the ground, continue walking. Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
And I will.
So you have movement and one more attack left, right?
Yes.
Or
I'm not
whatever
gonna
bonus
use that
action he
attack.
wants.
Because don't you have 40 feet or 35 feet of movement?
40.
40? Okay.
40. 40.
15, so
I don't
it'd
know
be
where
25.
this guy went. So I'm just gonna run in. I don't want to.
So basically, just add 5 to what it does. So right now, that'd be your max movement to move over here.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
ah!
Perfect.
It's the hand on the wall coming around.
Yeah.
Like some
You
kind
ever-
of attack of a titan.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
you ever watch Attack on Titan when they put their hand around
Yeah.
the wall and they slowly look around?
There's a really unsettling face just comes across.
Uh-huh.
No.
All right.
And
I
I'll
found you.
I
Make your last
will
attack.
attack again
Okay.
because I'm not about to rage for
Dude,
one person.
Roll for knockout. I want this to be an OKO. Just
I wish
right in the
Is he-
chin. Right in the chin.
22, yeah.
he'll live this. Ah, there's a 13. Wait, did I get a 13? Or was it 4? Which one was I missing?
It's 13.
I don't remember. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
All right.
then
So you just like
Yeah.
go around the corner,
I'll just say to him,
punch him.
I'll just say to him, like, you don't want this.
You do not want the smoke, bro. You do not want it.
He just like holds his hands up and shakes his head like, no.
You're
No,
right.
I don't.
How do I'll have to go to the screen to end the turn. Boop.
Since I've got a word. Okay. Sorry about that. I might said a bad word. Wait, no.
I didn't hear it. It's fine.
Me either. So it doesn't exist.
Except on the recording.
Yeah, I can retarded. I
all
move
we'll
over
watch it for.
here. What am I supposed to do? Witness the massacre just that happened in the corner, and yes, I'll dash.
Okay.
Can't even make it. I'll have to stay behind B2 because I don't have enough movement to pass through
Don't you
his
have 30?
space. Yeah. I dashed. Yeah,
Oh.
but difficult terrain. Moving through other people's spaces.
Gotcha.
And that is going to be my turn.
Okay.
Poor,
Poor
keeping
Louise
an
is
eye.
not able to do anything this battle, pretty much.
I mean, if someone was in the hallway over here and moved out of the hallway, maybe I could have made it. Yeah.
You know, I was gonna last turn, but I was like, if I don't kill this guy, then I'm gonna get my butt beat. All right.
You
So
could have magic missile, and
put-
you still
I had
have
to put me
movement
first.
after.
I had to put me first.
But Jason,
Alright?
you can
Alright.
use your action and still move.
You do
Garrett,
sound like brothers.
you're-
They're doing a
you're
really good job
French.
bringing their characters out.
All right. It's pretty good. This guy's going to make
And
his
you're
full...
old, Jason. I
full
said
round
it.
of
You're
attacks.
old.
I'm probably gonna go down here just because he hits
Okay.
if he hits for 10 or 12s. For
It's
sure.
a 25 to hit, a 21 to hit, and a
Are
25 to hit.
you still not raging?
I'm not gonna
With
rage for
straight
one-
rolls.
with one person. Yes.
Now, why are these straight rolls?
No,
He has a bow out, and he's in melee range.
No, he's
with a bow.
using his sword.
No,
now,
he
right?
pulled out his sword.
That's what I figured.
He had to. He dropped his sword earlier to put out his bow in his turn to attack.
He was never in melee. He was always further up in the back.
Yeah, but he said
He pulled
Sid
out
said
his-
he pulled out a bow.
He pulled
Yeah.
pulled out a bow.
Yeah, before, but he didn't drop his
But-
sword if he didn't have his sword in
Right.
his hands.
I thought he had a sword in his hands.
No.
Okay. Well, now he's dropped his
That
bow.
guy was hiding around the corner when we started the fight with the other two over here.
Yeah, I
He
assumed
came
he had
out,
a sword
shot
in his hand.
3 arrows, went back around the corner.
Yeah. I just assumed he had a sword in his hand.
Cool.
So doesn't matter.
Okay, all those hit, by the way. So
So just to clarify, if first of all, I'm not entirely certain that monster stat blocks have to follow PC rules. However, if they have a sword out, they can't sheath the sword and take out a bow and make their attacks on their turn.
Players can't, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
There's a takes a turn to swap weapons. You can drop a weapon and pull out something. Draw
Yeah, you
a
have
new weapon.
basically
to
you
attack.
have one free object interaction per turn. Sheathing a weapon is an object interaction, and pulling one is an object interaction. After you've used your first one, it's an action to do a
But
second
instead
one.
of
So like
sheathing, you
open
can
a door.
drop whatever
You can
you're
drop
holding
and
to
that's-
take out something.
It's
Gotcha.
not in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Unless you have
Yeah.
2 weapon fighting feat, and then you can do 2 at once.
You'd still have to. That's only for taking out.
Yeah,
You
so
still
if
have
only
to
for
So-
taking
take
out, yeah,
So
two
the
weapons.
confusion
something.
that's happening here is I use the words he pulls out his bow.
But even
I-
then,
I
he was
said-
fine.
No, yeah, that's fine. I assumed he had a sword in his hand. He didn't. That's it.
Okay. Well, you can go back
Yeah.
and watch the VOD. Maybe I misspoke. Maybe I said he has a
No,
sword.
I don't think it
No,
was
no,
mentioned at all. It was just
No,
me
you-
assuming.
You just assumed he had a sword in hand before
Yeah.
pulling out his bow. That's all that happened.
He doesn't just throw it to the ground. He's going to throw it behind him a ways. Just throws the bow.
Could have
Takes
thrown
out-
it at
takes out his
the
sword.
Garen. Come on.
It is a total of 29 points of damage between all
I
three,
live.
three attacks. You live. You're on orange health and 29 damage. You still live. Okay, cool. Good to know. He's going to use his bonus
half of
action
black.
to
Where's
your-
disengage.
Where's your health bar?
and it doesn't matter because you have Sentinel.
Oh my god.
But he doesn't know that, so
I'm gonna punch him again.
he has 3 hit points. Unbelievable.
Take care of business.
These 3 guys did some work on you, for sure.
Yes.
I have a billion attacks.
Oh, 2 18s for 2 30s. Awesome. All right.
Which one
So
hit?
you, Yeah,
They
which one
both hit.
hit? 13 points of damage. And the guy, what do you do this time? He's same thing as last time?
I'm trying to think. I don't think I'll grab it while it's in me. I'll
Grab it while it's in me.
Or maybe I'll grab his leg as he tries to turn around and run, and I'll hold on to him while still having that very stoic face.
which is terrifying. Awesome. Okay. Ending his turn. B2.
I'm gonna walk forward.
Garen is like gushing blood from several new orifices.
Garen, I have never seen liquid leave your body. I hope you are okay.
We know B2 doesn't watch you pee right now.
Yeah, I was about to say. Never watched you pee. You're good.
Yeah. And then seeing the guy kind of helpless with his leg, he goes, "It is your turn to die." He just swings on him.
I
Wow.
thought you were gonna show mercy somehow. We're like, no.
No, no.
Or even say,
Nope.
it's time to go to sleep. No, it's time for you to die. Okay.
Yeah.
17
Ooh.
does hit, yep.
All right, cool.
Boom. Just blows my hair back.
Quick question, Tim. I wanted to ask earlier, but I forgot. Are these guys wearing armor?
They are.
Yeah, alright, so they're already patrolling.
16 points of damage total.
Yep. And then the second attack. Well, thank God for advantage. That was a nat one.
Mm. Yeah, I got a couple of those too.
21 does hit, yep.
Oh, come on. Come on, damage die. There we go.
That's a lot. Okay. I didn't ask you on the last one. How does B2 want to do this on this guy?
I think, he hits the one and it kind of thumps him and there's the thunder. And in, like, just a spinning motion, he spins it again and just off with the guy's head. And then he, flicks his pole arm so it just cleans the blood off the pole arm cleanly.
Off to the side.
And I pat Garen. Good job.
Awesome.
And I do
with
3
how hard
damage
you hit him
from
there.
patting him.
We level up!
It's perfect
Okay.
that he made the sound right when that sound came through.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we can go back to... some-
Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll walk back to Louise and just have my hand out. I'm not
Yeah.
really talking. I'm not really
How
talking
many?
right now. I have 3 health right now, and I had 101. Math, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
9.
Louise not Louise. Razier continuing to keep an eye out in the hallway as the thunder and booming and slashing, screaming, and dripping metal on stone sounds finally come to a close after literally 18 seconds. Blackstar continues to. I'm assuming you're
can heal to
searching
full.
for another rope.
Well, yeah, so I'm gonna check for rope, yes, and then Blackstar is checking for rope, and then after that, I will go through each of these rooms and loot the mess out of them until someone comes and tells me it's time to go.
Yeah, yes, I give enough berries to Garen to heal to full.
Yeah.
Just walking through a keep, popping berries while slaughtering people. And
But
just
I do
healing
have
to
say
full.
I only have 13 first level ones left, 10 second level ones left. I do have 30 all of my third level ones left.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Well,
So the 30 are 180.
gonna run into a real problem as soon as those berries run out.
Yeah.
But you've not done anything like this where it's just constant, lots of damage incoming. Anyways, okay. Blackstar, go ahead and make a general investigation check. This is basically to see how quickly you can loot through these rooms.
Boy, howdy.
Oh,
There-
okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Alrighty.
practiced at looting.
So in this particular hallway, 4 of the other doors are locked. So are you taking time to pick the locks and go in there, or are you only looting just the ones that are open?
For now, I will just I'm Black Star's assuming we're going back up after this. I will tie rope. If I find another rope, I'll tie the locked ones like I did the first three, and I'm only checking the unlocked ones.
Okay. All right. So you do find more rope. It's not a full 50 feet, but you have enough between the two sections to tie all the locked ones together. Through all of the open rooms that are here, quickly like speed looting these rooms. You find
Oh, and anything that looks important, like any keys or like documentate, like if it looks like a captain's room or someone higher, then I would just, you know, basing it off of like what I see. Like if I don't see anything, it's fine. But I'm keeping an eye out for any keys or anything also.
Okay. Okay. They're going through these rooms like as quickly as you are, like ripping things apart, like opening the chest, some of which are locked, and you don't even bother trying to like pick the lock. You just like shove something in there and kind of pry it open, and it cracks, and you just start rifling through things and pulling like children's drawings out and throwing them on the bed. There's a couple of like necklaces. There's like a letter from like a loved one. You just kind of throw that to the side. This is just a general description of like as you're going through all the various chests. Basically, mostly personal effects of the individuals that are here, and some of the rooms have two chests in them, as though like two guards are sharing the same room, and as they're taking their various shifts, they're just kind of swapping out of the room, like on or off, essentially. But going through all of them, I would like everyone here to please roll a d10.
If Razir's nearby as I'm doing it, it reminds me of the orphan homes in Tel Noro.
Do we roll with advantage?
No, not with advantage.
Wow.
3, 2, 1, 10, 1.
So 17. Wait.
We were missing one.
Miss-
90.
There it
19?
is.
Okay. You find a total of 190 gold.
Okay.
Man,
And then-
we could have gotten 1,000, guys. Think about that.
Yeah.
I did my
Yeah.
part.
When I finished the room with the most
Totally. The
that
math
had the
totally
most
works
stuff
out.
in it, like the most drawings and things, I create bonfire in that, and I put Grignac on the ground in that room and walk out to find everyone else.
Just like a bonfire
You're
in
burning
the...
the children's drawings?
Yeah, so I'm just burning. They're not my kids. I don't care.
You just made a Dark Souls bonfire with children's drawings.
As
I think
Blackstar-
Garen
Oh, go ahead.
would mention, or at least like the only thing he would say out loud to B2 since he's next to him would be what do you think Razir wants out of this?
Success and revenge. And I think he's willing to do whatever it takes to do it.
Are you still angry with him?
No, I don't think I am. But I think someone else is.
You guys are all so quiet for me.
Oh, sorry.
I
Maybe
think it's
my
Chris.
mic's-
Chris was
Yeah.
quiet for me too.
Chris is the only one who's a little bit quiet, that's all.
My mic was a little lower than normal.
There you go. You're good.
That I don't know what that thing was, but whatever that was is the reason your master is dead.
Yes. So let's live to find out the answers. And he'll pat you on the back and kind of just move forward. Because he didn't really pick up that we're having a moment being a robot, but he's just like,
Bro is so wise.
Yeah,
Unknowingly.
Garrett just stands there for a bit longer, and then eventually he'll walk back to find everyone.
actually, I'm sorry, one last thing. B2's going to break this torch off the wall. Or this
Okay.
candle right here.
It is an arcane lantern that is mounted to the wall, which you can break off the wall if you want to, but it will probably lose its light as it is powered. The whole keep is powered by these canisters that were up on the roof.
Okay,
sorry,
I don't think
sorry to ruin
B2
your moment.
I don't think B2's gonna know that for the first one, so he's still going to break it off.
Okay, make a strength check.
If it gets sconce off the wall, it stops working. Oh,
23. Yeah. So pulls it off the wall. There's like a cable that comes with it, so now you have a light, but it's a cable that's being pulled out of the wall.
Still walking, not noticing the cable.
Takes the cable. It goes. You pull it out, maybe a good like 4 or 5 feet, and then it like resists, and then oh yeah. So you rip it out. Part of the stone wall, like the inside of it, like comes with it, and kind of like falls into the next area. Which opens up a hole into one of the barrack rooms, just up towards the ceiling of it. But the cable does break, and the light shuts down.
I don't like this place. I'm gonna keep walking.
I'll go over to B2 and I'll tell you know what, since we're trying to be stealthy, I don't want to do it, but I'll cast a light on his glaive. He basically has a torch with him right now for an hour.
I
Sorry,
can
I didn't-
see.
Yeah.
I can fight.
I can
fight.
Okay. Very quickly, I know Jason, you had something you were doing, Xander.
Yeah, I just wanted to peek into this room on my right since we hadn't previously.
Oh, you're walking down the hallway. Okay. Yeah. So you walk down the hallway. You peek into that room. It is it's another, or it is a rec room. Perry sucks.
Oh.
It brings us to your
That's
token. Just
That's cool.
zoomed us into your
It
token.
brings everyone to the token.
Yes.
I was so confused.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Cutscene. I was like, dang, Tim.
There-
We got cutscenes.
I know, right? Actually, you can absolutely 100% script cutscenes in Foundry. I'm never going to do that, so
Yeah.
it's very, very time consuming. Yeah, it looks like there's like a bunch of chairs around a central table with a bunch of cards strewn on it. Looks like there's like an old cloak thrown over the back of one of the chairs. It looks like there's a couple of coins and like maybe a necklace on the table, like they were playing cards and betting, and they just left their stuff on the table. There's another door across the hall, or across the room from here. Looks like it's probably a closet. Nobody's in here. Before I forget, going back to Blackstar finishing his looting of the rooms. Oh. Chris gone.
died.
He muted it.
Oh, I was just running to the bathroom very quick, but I didn't want to interrupt.
Cool.
No, he died.
Oh, okay.
There is a tan with like sparkly blue, I don't want to say lightning, it's like it's not that fancy, but there's like this weird kind of blue swirling stuff inside of this tan potion inside of one of the chests that you do find.
I snatch it up.
Do you taste it to see what it is?
I sure do. Just a quick.
Dunk.
Ooh.
It is ooh. It is a potion of heroism.
I mean, I don't need this. I'm already heroic enough.
How is it that anybody who tastes any potion can just know what a potion is? That's to me that is
Rules.
Yeah, that's a
Magic.
all right. Well,
Magic.
well then by magic, all of my NPCs and monsters and bad guys can all switch weapons, even if they have 8 different weapons at all times when they're
Ooh,
in combat.
magic.
So
Can we also do it?
no,
We don't have
you have to follow the rules. I don't have any rules. I'm joking.
But
It's terrible.
Tim,
It's terrible.
in session 0.5, you allowed me to switch weapons, do still weapon, drink a potion, and draw my weapon again. And the session was just me and after I was stabbed like 5 times by goblins.
Because you have a shield and a weapon. So you
Yeah, so I
normally-
said
normally have to-
I moved over to a table. I said I'm just gonna put my sword on the table, like drop my sword on the table, drink a potion,
yeah.
and then pick my something.
So I think that certain things, like obviously we have hard and fast rules for the rules and like we can rely on those, right? But in specific instances, I will absolutely rule outside of those rules if it makes sense, and unless people are vehemently opposed to what I'm saying, then we'll have a conversation about it. And even then, I might say we'll talk about it later. And this is what's happening right now. But yeah, no, there's definitely circumstances outside of that. So, yeah, Alex left, Chris left. Did I miss? What were we in the middle of doing? Jason was, or Jason.
I just finished
Sander.
Yeah,
What?
Black Star just grabbed a potion.
and said
Just
something.
kind of the end of his looting.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's something witty.
Said
Fire
something
from
witty.
Eventually, I'd be like, "Come on, Black Star, we got to regroup with the others. You got them doors
All
tied
right.
up. Let's go."
I was finished anyway.
Okay.
As I'm
Xander,
walking up, I give Razir the potion. Here, I found this. You can have it.
Right.
It's the guy who needs to heal.
So, Black Star, want any berries?
I know you have them, and if I wasn't busy, I would have gotten them earlier. But
Yeah.
yes, please. I feel terrible. I feel like as if someone else has been inhabiting my body.
I'll chuck 10 first level berries at Black Star for 40 HP.
Thank you.
Heck
These
yeah.
are
popping berries
so bland.
like a G6.
Like a G6.
Okay.
And should I use some of my spell slots to create new more berries, or do I wait on that?
I think wait on that.
Yeah.
Wait
Still
on
have
it.
a good chunk.
Alright.
Okay.
Xander, you walk over to this closet. I've been trying to talk what's happening on Xander. Over to this closet, you open the door. It's not locked. On the inside is a shelf that is full of a couple of like different games and things, which is interesting. It's a rec room, so it's a closet for a rec room. There's a couple of pieces of cloth on there. One of them looks like some kind of cloak somebody left behind one time. There's a couple of knives that are on there, and there are a couple of like rolled up pieces of parchment. Are you going through this closet to see if there's anything of interest, or are you just walking away?
No, I mean it seems it's there's no sense in wasting time on a rec room closet. I think these windows on the far side.
They are. There's
Okay.
one. There's one window, the one that's closest to you. That is
So
a window.
these are
doors. Those are doors. Yep, to the left of where you walked in.
I'll press my ear up against the door then. See if I can hear anything.
So you
on the
walk
other
by
side.
this window, and you can see that there is. I think you can even see it. Oh no, you can't. If you put your token near it, oh, it doesn't illuminate the outside.
I can't open it.
It's the window's closed.
There it is.
Yeah, and if you close it right again, we see like a grayed out version. Yeah.
Right. So there's a
I see.
walkway that leads to part of the walls from here, and so these doors lead out onto that walkway.
Okay. All right. Then no need to put my ear up to it. I'll go back to the group.
Okay.
And relay. Oh wait, is there any gold on the table?
There is. Yep.
I'll take it.
Okay. You find 3 valuable gems worth 25 gold pieces each. And then you
High
find
rollers.
you find just 12 pieces of gold that are on the table, loose.
Yeah. All right.
Guys just got it like that. They can bet whatever they want.
Yeah, they got it like that, right?
Dream.
So just take note of those things.
Yeah,
Um,
25.
Because of the way Fog of War works, you guys should have most of the map illuminated, or at least,
We're
you know,
only missing a few of the rooms.
The bottom
the-
hallway.
Yeah.
And then if there was anything down there.
Okay.
We're just
Um,
missing like the the hallways where the chainless rooms are. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
this down here was a window, right?
it is, yes. Do you want me to open
yeah,
it?
it'd just be. Nah, doesn't matter.
I love that you opened it and you left. You didn't see what was on the other side.
Uh-huh.
Got a bit of it. Got a bit of it. That's a
Yeah,
silly
so-
angle. I can see it.
What I will say is the hallway that B2, or rather Garen, had walked down to get to the secondary, smaller mess hall, there is a set of stairs that leads down. That is the only other point of going downwards. You saw the stairs in that small closet room you'd come down the ladder from, and so far that's all you've seen to be able to descend. Is that closed off? If Razir is over here, does that illuminate the... Oh, it does. Okay. For the time being, there's no incoming threats. You do hear very, very faintly now at this point a few shouts coming from outside, but everything seems to have like eerily become quiet over the 5 or 10 minutes that you've been up here, maybe even less than that, of time. You've just been kind of like going through, looking at everything. Xander's been in the other room. You're going through this second floor, trying to find whatever's valuable, but there's that hanging tension in the air that there are other chainless that are alive, and like most, if not all of them, know that you're here or know that something bad is happening. Just because they've been chased off doesn't mean they're not going to go alert the commander of the base. But the thing that's eerie about it is that the sound has like slowly come down to like nothing. No sound of footsteps, no booming sounds of any kind. You're not entirely sure why that's the case, but as of right now, even like pausing to listen, there's nothing. You'd find it hard to believe that the entire remainder of the chainless base, including the commander, would have run away from the base.
All right, everyone, gather around. I think clearly a heist has gone sideways. Happens all the time. Not a big deal. Did we find any doors leading off this floor from here? The stairway here, is it the only way down?
There was also where we came in with the ladder. There was a stairway going down as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
who knows what's out in them towers? Might
We
be ways
need
down
to-
there.
Guards.
Where's the door to the towers? Is there an access point here?
On the ramparts.
Back in that
on the
room we
walls.
came down into.
Yeah, there was a door over here. Yeah. There's a walkway over here, it seems.
So
Like,
Leora
beside
had
where
drawn a
something is.
crude map of the keep, and so from the second floor there there's a northern exit that gets you the walkway over to the walls. The walls themselves lead to the 4 towers that are on the perimeter. There is the 2 towers that are inside of the courtyard, and there are doors off of the east side of the keep. One in the... You already know one of them because it was off of the small closet room you came down into. One of the doors led to a walkway that went to one of the internal towers. It looks like one of the walkways, the door to which is in this, like, I'm going to call it a couch room. It's another rec room off the north... I keep saying east. I meant west. I'm sorry. The west side. I am...
Oh,
West. Oh, east? I thought you said west. And then off of this mess hall, which you guys are all like pretty much pretty close to, there is a door here. I'm pinging it. I don't know if everybody can see it, but that door leads to a walkway that goes to the walls on the outside. All the rest of these are windows.
Who's got a rope?
try to.
Yeah. Got plenty.
I have 50
3
feet.
lengths of it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I have 100 feet of rope.
a,
Got
a key to
150.
heist is to make sure no one can come up behind us. We should secure the doors leading outside so no one can come in that way. And then that way, at least we're contained here. There's a second stairway, which we saw, which I didn't pay attention to because it was like I wasn't here for a minute. And then,
You were really hazy for a second there.
Xander, do you have any magic that can do something for that to let us know if someone's coming up behind us, or should we just keep an eye out?
I do not have alarm prepared, so no.
Lovely.
Even if you
You're-
don't have it prepared, it is a ritual spell.
Take 10
I was
minutes.
just about to go check that.
Magic is so helpful.
It is not a ritual spell.
Really?
No, it's not. It's not listed as a ritual spell. I don't have it learned anyway, apparently.
No, you don't have it learned.
Oh well, that would be
It
it.
does say ritual.
Oh,
on it.
that it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say ritual in the spell, like in add spells, but it's yeah.
Yeah, no, there doesn't say all that stuff.
Okay.
I think it doesn't even say concentration, but yeah, it is a ritual spell.
So,
Like, if you don't have it in your spell book, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't have it.
so whoever's got rope, then let's tie the doors so at least we're protected in that way. And then
Yeah.
Louise with your super eyes, and Garen to a lesser degree with your eagle eyes, and Razir to a superior degree with your magic eyes, and then Xander, you have some magic eyes, but not like Razir, so you're not as important. But
Yep.
in the spirit of heisting, let's secure our getaway so that when we're coming back up to steal a telescope and leave, no one's here waiting for us.
Felix goes and closes all the windows.
Yep. Felix, that.
Oh, Eric goes. I was zoomed
You
out too
keep
far.
getting
The
it
name was-
backwards every time.
Blackstar, what would you like me to do with my eyes?
You be to just keep those beautiful glowing, fires. Just keep them trained on everything. Your soul is clean, and I trust you the most here. Then Garen,
Wait,
then Seer, then
Do
Louise,
robots have souls?
then Xander. He has a soul. He's not a robot. He's a creature with a kind heart. Why are you so?
Right. He does, but what about like an iron golem?
No, it's a golem. What? He's not a golem. Are you implying that B2
No,
is a golem?
what's the difference between what
B2 kind of turns
B2
away
is and a
from
golem?
Louise. I don't really like your berries anyway. They don't smell good.
All right, so let's do the things, and then let's continue the heist because there's my nose itches. There's things to steal.
These doors that do lead out of these towers, do they open in or out? Because that's important for whether the rope trick works.
No, if you
That
tie the
is
handles together,
true,
then
yeah.
you get the tension doesn't let them go either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But if they come
Uh,
in, they just open
they just
it.
open it a bit. They have a sword and just cut the rope.
They open inwards.
Nah.
All right. Well, instead of rope, we just wedge stuff into the door and
Yeah,
prop
just put stuff
up.
in the way of the
up
doors, like
against it.
tables and
Okay.
chairs,
That
stuff like that.
Let's take
So while you guys should continue thinking about this, because I'm not entirely sure where you're going. I'm not entirely sure you know where you're going either, or exactly what you're doing. So you should take the time. We're gonna go on break right now. I'm gonna go do stuff, and then we'll come back, and maybe you'll have a plan in place, or maybe you already have a plan and you talked about it beforehand and didn't tell me, and we're just gonna see how it goes. That'll be
We
great
just
too.
left you out, Tim.
We have another Discord that you're not in.
I would love if you had a separate Discord where you all chatted together, but I know
no Tim's
for a
allowed.
fact that that's not true.
We called it D&D 77, but cooler.
But cooler. D&D 77 -1. Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll be back.
76.
So, back in this mess hall, had you decided exactly which door or anything you're going to be going through? Okay, so you find yourselves in this mess hall. You've not necessarily gone through the entirety of the second floor, but you do have it on lockdown, quote unquote. There is nobody else coming for you that you can hear or see at this moment. And there is an eerie silence that is kind of mostly taken over the remainder of the keep, which is disconcerting, to say the least.
I think the only thing we discussed was if we would take this stairwell or the other stairwell down to the first floor. You're muted, Jason. Oh, he's not talking to us. That might be the case.
Yeah.
Oh, he even have freaking. Yeah. And I think Garen will move tables to block some doors that people have told him, told him that are important to get people to not come through if people would come through them. That's it for Garen.
I have a question for you, Tim.
Okay.
The last session, there was a fire back in this room. How's that fire doing?
Oh,
yeah.
right.
So there's definitely some. I mean, do you go back to check on it? You kind of walk back through the hallways and go over to that room and see how it's going. I mean, it's not immediately noticeable in the room that you're currently in this mess hall. It's definitely catching some of the timbers and framing of the building on fire. But doesn't seem like there's enough to really engulf the whole keep. He's eating plantain chips. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Okay.
So there's no smoke like billowing out into the hallways here where you are.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think we'll just stick with the plan we talked about, barricading the doors. And...
Okay. Which doors are you barricading?
The ones that lead out to towers, I believe, was the plan.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
you're... Alright.
This door over here, or just and over here, and this too.
Okay,
The
so
one
you
up north?
take the time to bring furniture from whichever is the closest room over to those doors to properly like set up a barricade.
Yeah, quick question, Tim. Over here, it says that there are doors here. Are those just like windows?
Nope, those are doors, but there's a couch placed up against.
I mean, we can just open the door, take the couch, put the couch, plug the outside door there. Yeah. There's
Whatever.
also a pool table, 2 pool tables we could use.
Yeah, I'd probably just shove a pool table with 2 up against the door and stuff, as long as it's inward opening doors.
Can I use Shillelagh with a pool cue?
I mean, it would still be an improvised weapon.
Would it be considered like a staff?
It would be considered an improvised weapon.
It's still made of wood, so it works with Shillelagh.
It does.
Yeah, but Shillelagh does it. I'm pretty sure Shillelagh says it needs to be a quarterstaff or a club anyway.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
So then it would not
yeah,
work with the pool.
The wood of a club or a quarterstaff that you are holding is imbued with nature power. Yeah.
Gotcha. So the answer to that question is no.
While they're setting up the barricades, Black Star's just gonna keep an eye out for things that he can just take.
Okay. So over the course of the next 8 minutes or 10 minutes or so.
Stop. Top of the stairs. Watch it.
Okay. So you're at the top of the stairs, just kind of keeping an eye out.
Wait. How long has it been since we had the fight on the rooftop?
Not too long. I think past that would still be going.
Is that what you're asking about? Is Pass Without a Trace?
Yeah.
Or, oh, it's still good. You still have, let's say, 35 minutes on Pass Without a Trace.
All right. Yeah.
You've not been on this floor that long, but it's been, we'll say, 25 minutes, which is actually in the scheme of things and what's actually transpired, it feels like a long time. And again, the silence is pretty crazy. But yeah, so about 10 minutes to you barricade all of the exterior doors that lead out to these walkways to the various towers and the walls that are out there. Razir, looking down the stairs, the floor at the bottom, although you can't see anything in the room, there is a room obviously down below, and it is a wooden floor. It looks like fine hardwood floors, like shy of being polished. They have like intricate carvings in them and everything. Like a very nice floor down below. That's all you get from this perspective. But again, no sound coming from below. Actually, make a perception check.
Okay.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Guidance.
No, because that's
23.
concentration.
Oh. Guidance is concentration?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Really? 23. Okay.
It is, yeah.
It's supposed to nerf it or something, right?
Yeah, they made it so down like it's once per long rest. But at
Yeah.
that point, just make it a spell, like a level spell, not a cantrip. Like,
Yeah.
That's yeah. We don't have to worry about that. We're in regular
Yeah.
5e, so and we'll probably be here for a while. Anyways, kind of listening as your friends are going about their business, doing things and barricading doors. You do hear a bit of whispering coming from the lower level at the stairway that you're at. You can't make out the words, but there's definitely at least more than one person down there, and they're like conversing in a hushed tone.
Keep an eye out, and then when anybody comes by, hey, I think there's somebody down there. They might be waiting to jump at us if we go down this way. Whoever's moving by as furniture's being moved.
So you move all the furniture around, and eventually all converge back where Razir is waiting at the top of the stairs.
then maybe we should use the other set of stairs next to the ladder and maybe block off these stairs.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
Razir, can you see through the floor and see what's down there?
I could, but that's a one-time thing for the day.
Well, probably not the best use of it then.
I do think. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, B2.
I do think that using the stairs that we've already used would be the best option to get downstairs. It is wider and potentially not dropping us in the middle of a bunch of enemies.
Yeah, puts us in the corner of the building.
Yeah, being at the edge of the building is probably better. At least we can go room by room instead of potentially breaking into
Oh.
the middle.
One plus is we also said we'd make our way out from the roof of the building as well. If we always move by these stairs, we'd end up by the ladder again.
A good point.
All
right. Let's go.
I'm gonna
take a look.
move some furniture in front of the stairwell and make our way, like stuff from the mess hall. I put it in at the
Wedge
top
a
of the
couple
stairs.
tables.
Yeah,
Up on in front of the.
force it. Yeah.
All right, so you place a bunch of furniture in the way of that. I mean, people coming up here would take them a few minutes, but they could just move the furniture out of the way or whatever. It's not a permanent barricade, but it's at least to slow somebody down if they're coming up in this direction. So you all head back over to the corner where you originally descended down into the second floor to the staircase. And do you do anything once you get there, or do you just proceed down to the lower
Blackstar's
level?
going to stop everybody and be like, hold on. Let me check this out. The signal is coconut trees. And then I'm going to...
Signal to do what? Come get you, or
Yeah, what
it's
else
all
would it
clear?
be? No. Oh, all right. If it's all clear, I'll just come and get you. If you hear coconut trees, come down with aggression.
I can do that.
Give me a second. And I still look like the guard, so I'm bloodied up. I'm got the bat pack on, and I'm gonna like stumble down the stairs, like grasping at one of my wounds, and like come out looking for whoever's down there.
Right, and so you're not being stealthy in this moment. You're playing it up
No.
and just
Yeah, I'm
walking.
playing it up.
Walking down the
Blackstar's
stairs.
only stealthy when he has to be. It's played up time. You know what I'm saying? Like we're performing. We're
Okay.
theater mode.
All right,
time
so
to
you
put that
walk.
charisma to work.
Black Star Theater Kid.
Walk down the stairs.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to the main floor here. Let me grab your token and put it on the map.
Please let it so it doesn't blow up like last week when you switch
hope it
over to a
doesn't.
new
Yeah.
map.
I'm gonna activate it. I hope that you guys can't see the entire map and you can only click on Black Star's token, and hopefully it works properly.
Oh. This
Oh,
is so
yeah.
much
Seems
different
to
than
be
upstairs did.
Dude, I can see the whole thing. No.
We have a door.
You walk down the stairs, and there is a door immediately to your left as you walk down to the bottom. It is a similarly sized room with a door that seems to be an exterior door based on its composition. And then around the hallway, there is another door that is a heavier door, but still looks like it's an interior door.
Black Star stumbles down the stairs, clutching his wounds, looks around, and he's like,
There's no windows.
this is anticlimactic. And I go back up, and I just tell him, there's nothing. It's like a small enclosed room. There's nothing here right now. And then I'm going to go and check the room.
Is the kitchen
check
okay?
the room and the doors for traps and stuff.
Okay. Which door are you checking for traps?
I'm going to check all of them.
Okay. So, which one would you like to start at?
I will start with this. Oh, not sorry. But God dang it.
I can see your cursor, so I can see that you're.
Oh,
all right. So
this
you
one
move,
here.
move over there. All right, go
I
ahead.
guess I
and
could have just moved my guy there. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Thank you.
22. As you're investigating it and you're kind of looking over and going over like the outside of the door and making sure there's no tripwires or anything, you notice that there is no doorknob on this door. It is a swinging door, and there's actually a large enough gap where you can like peek in and look through to the inside, and is indeed the kitchen.
Oh.
There are no traps that you see.
The
door.
whole map is it's just grid for me. I just realized.
My foundry is bugging out.
With little lights.
So where you are right now, you don't see anything. It's just gray.
Yeah, it's just it just logged me out.
Black Star won't be able to fit a chest.
It logged it
It's-
out.
It's working on my end.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Same for
I
me.
see.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Chris is
Yeah,
the
Chris,
real
you're-
is the real gauge here. Does it working for
Yeah.
Chris?
Nope.
No, it's great for you as well.
No, it's this
Man,
flashy. But I think last time when you changed floors, it was kind of buggy, and I had to log in and log out or something. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
I just
Or it could
logged-
be that my character's not down here. There was
No,
something
you should
silly.
you should still be able to see because
Well,
all-
no, I'm saying
something-
there was something silly for me where, like,
I think it was just because there's too much stuff on the. No, wait, no, I think you updated something and then it worked.
Yeah,
That's
you,
what
you
I'm
had to
top.
like turn something off. I found
Someone
something that I
looks
didn't know
for-
Foundry had. If you hit
Chris.
escape, it brings up options to either reload or go back to the join screen. You just
Oh.
reload the
Yeah.
application.
oh, I have to log in completely. Okay.
Yeah, I did too, but now it's
So
not like-
maybe that's what it is.
what's that? So what's happening, Alex?
So I tried to refresh and it made me log back in completely, but now it's not loading.
I mean, I can force load the entire thing.
No,
I'm gonna turn the music off.
might just be my.
Um,
I don't think it's my internet. This has never happened before.
Yeah, now I'm good. I had to, for whatever reason, Foundry logged me out. Like, as you loaded the new map, I was logged out. So I went to refresh the page.
Well. Would you look who has the Wi-Fi issues?
I went to refresh the page, and like I wasn't on my account, so I had to log in.
Yeah, no, that-
again.
Yeah,
When
I
my internet gets disconnected, that's what happens as well.
Yep, I
Alright.
just got logged out.
Yeah,
I'm back.
But now I'm back and I can see everything.
I'm logging in now. I had to close my whole browser.
so I reloaded. It did it. I don't know if it.
I didn't even see it.
I'm
Like,
still
you know.
good. Yeah. Then I'm gonna see.
Okay.
stuff.
I'd like everybody to be able to see what's going on, if possible.
Well,
Jay, are you good on seeing everything or no?
Yep. Everything's
I
good
would
on
go
my
and
end.
check the other door if there was nothing else.
But can you see?
I can't see right
Yeah.
now. I'm still my Foundry won't even load now.
How you doing on hard drive space, by the way?
Me?
Yeah.
Hard drive space? I
So-
think I'm pretty good.
Last week or the week before, when Chris, I don't know if didn't have enough hard drive space to be able to download the map. The map they're pretty decent size because the maps themselves are actually quite large.
That's 21 gigs on my hard drive.
This
Free.
guy.
It's a terabyte drive, so gotta put my game somewhere.
Uh-huh.
It goes to 99%, but it doesn't finish. And then when I click on another floor, it doesn't load at all.
Let me...
I don't know what's happening. Somebody help me.
Alex, you're not even in the game at all. So I'm going to
Oh.
kick you.
Okay.
I hope you don't kick us when we play in person, because that's gonna hurt.
On back on the second floor.
Yep, I reloaded the
Okay.
second floor. I just want to make sure. Now I'm going to bring everybody back to the first floor. Alex, try and join back in.
Mink. Login successful. Downloading world data. Please wait.
There you go. Now you're back in.
%. Main floor. 95. 799. 99. 99.
All right. Well, for now, everybody else can see the map except for you, and you're the one who's down there exploring, which is great. You walk into this room, and after checking this door for traps, the door swings inwards, and it is a black and white checkered floor. There's tables kind of lining the walls with various food items on platters and plates and silverware. There's actually burning embers in a fire off to your left hand side, with kind of lighting up the room that's here. It seems like a very comfy, if not very large kitchen that's here. There's nobody present that you can see, but it looks like somebody was working on meals of some kind, but you're not down there, Razir.
You said you came and got us.
Yeah, I told them.
Oh,
I
so
said- said I would
so
let them know.
everybody comes down then? Okay.
Yeah, I told him it was an enclosed space, and then I would
right.
look
Maybe-
at the door.
Bring all your tokens.
Yeah, He got
on
us and then went and checked for
board.
traps.
Just realized, Chris, remember to basically give yourself a torch because of the light.
Oh, yes, thank you.
I don't know what's happening. It won't load. When I first logged in, it said my settings were out of sync with yours, so I synced them up. But
Okay.
other than that, but it won't load. It stops at 99%.
Hey, Jason,
Yes.
you got you're all right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You got stuff going on?
I'm good.
Okay. That's not what I asked, but I'm glad you're good.
No,
all right.
I'm good. I'm paying attention.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
All right. So looking at this kitchen, so Razir walks into the kitchen, right? Or you're using your
That
mat.
didn't work. Not
Okay.
too
Just
hard,
kind
but
of
yeah.
taking a look inside. You did your eye motion, so do you have your magic eyes on? Is that what your
I'll be right
eye
back.
motion was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Detect magic.
Gotcha.
Step in.
We are on the first floor. Let me go to my notes for the first floor. Okay. Walking to the door and kind of putting on your magic eyes and looking around inside, it smells really good. There's some good food that's was being made inside of here. Your magic eyes seem to be a little off-put by the fact that there are white tendrils of energy that look like they're reaching through the keep itself, and they're kind of like intertwining through the walls, just kind of ethereal, not grasping at anything, but it's part of what you saw on the roof. So what I'll ask for is a perception check using your magic eyes, and it is not at advantage because I would be giving you disadvantage, so it's a straight roll on this. What is that total? 11?
11.
Okay. So as the tendrils are kind of whipping by and everything, you catch a glimpse of there's a small stack of books on the far end on one of the tables, like cookbooks that were set up, and one of them is like kind of opened and somebody was using it, a couple of stains on it. In the stack of books, there's one that you can just barely make out a ping on the book itself.
I mean, it's an empty kitchen. I'll walk around and see if being close to anything does anything while I go over to that book.
Okay. Continuing your 11 perception check. The tendrils seem to be blocking out most of your ability to see other... If there was anything else in this room, your ability to see if it's magical or not based on the interference from this. Go over to the pile of books, and it looks like a leather-bound red tome. It looks older than the other books that are there and has some fancy like calligraphy on the binding of the book. It's closed. Do you pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll look at it and see if I recognize the language, if it's in common or otherwise.
Sure. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, you speak Chaffling.
Okay, so picking up the book, there is a title. It is not in a language that you understand.
Okay.
You can even just like opening it up and kind of going through it. There are pictures inside. It looks like a cookbook.
I wouldn't open it up if I don't recognize the language. I would pick it up and bring it to Xander. Hey, I found this in there. It's magic. I don't recognize the language himself, but here.
Sure,
Magic
I'll take a look. Can I read the language? All right, hold on. I read Celestial, Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Halfling,
Jason,
and Primordial.
Eyes of the Rune Keepers.
And I also have Eyes of the Runekeeper. Yeah, I was just about to say.
So by
He
default,
knows languages and can read them all.
So by default, no.
Okay.
But with Eyes of the Rune Keepers, you should be able to.
Is that always on?
Yes.
Oh well, then okay. So it's in Sylvan.
Oh, hey,
Ooh.
B2 can read that.
Cool. This is a word that I had found but do not know how to pronounce, and I'm going to. I'll just put it in our general chat.
Is it
Somebody else
Buell?
can tell me.
Cretes?
Treaties.
Sure.
Truce.
This is the title of the book.
That little
Chef's
book, okay.
Treaties.
Yeah, it seems magical in nature. And does Xander open it to inspect it?
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like a simple cookbook. Not well. I shouldn't say simple cookbook, but it is.
It is magical. Actually.
It is. Yeah, it's a well-made old cookbook. There are a lot of recipes on the inside of it. Unless you were to maybe cast an identify on it, there's no special properties that you can glean just from holding it, but it has some nice recipes on the inside with some like just a quick little like I'm just quickly going through the pages, like it's like that's cool, that's cool, I've never seen that before. Okay, and then you close it and you put it in your bag and
Yeah, I'll pocket it.
probably look at it later.
I'll put it in my pocket, like in my bag, and we'll take a look later. Right now, it's not really important. We don't need to use like identify on that. I'd rather use identify on something like that could be potentially powerful, and we can use it like in the moment.
Right away. Yeah.
You know.
Okay. I did see Blackstar's token move over to the other door, but it's a spacious kitchen. There's not really much more of a description that can be given on that particular room. It's a kitchen, and it looks like it was prepared and it was well stocked enough to be able to feed the 50 to 70 individuals that are manning Anaria's watch, right? So there's a lot going on there. If anybody's hungry, there's some just food just hanging out in there, some bread, some cheese, and racks of wine and other things that are there. But obviously you're in heist mode, so you're not...
Does it look like expensive wine? Because we could resell it.
You'd have to go through and make an investigation check to check through the wine bottles.
Yeah.
At first glance,
Expensive wine for the guards? Probably not.
At first glance,
Yeah.
it does not look to be. Doesn't look like they're keeping the fine stock in the regular kitchen for the main keep. So.
Can I put my? Jeez, can I put my ear to this door to see if I hear anything on the other side?
Sure. Make a perception check.
Oh wow.
A 12. No, you don't hear anything. Are there any windows in the kitchen? There are no windows in the kitchen. That feels like a safety violation.
Yeah, definitely is. They're chainless. They don't
What if-
care about
what if you're
safety
making-
violations.
What if you're making bacon and it gets all like smoky in there, dude?
I mean,
You can't-
oh
you
no,
just-
they do
you
have
need to have
the like
some kind of
electric light.
ventilation in there, you know?
Yeah, because they
It's
do
like
also have a
you could
fire
suffer
pit. And
from- you can suffer
we-
from carbon monoxide poisoning, dude.
I'm pretty sure. Have we seen a chimney? They don't have a chimney for all the smoke from their fire.
Yeah. Where is that going?
Was there not a chimney? No, I guess not.
There's no chimney.
And we didn't see one on the second floor.
Nope.
Dude, it's all right. It's an arcane chimney, okay? Everything goes through the arcane ley lines.
Wait,
all right?
they have a portable, like a bag of holding that picks up the smoke. They close it when it gets too full. They empty it outside of the base, and then they replace it.
Dude, that's crazy labor. Like I can't imagine. I better be getting paid way above minimum wage if you're having me stand there for 10 minutes filling up this hole with smoke.
Oh, they just like have it like
Hanging open,
like
upside down.
hanging up and upside down. Yeah.
But when you turn it upside down, it empties all of its contents. So that
True.
wouldn't work.
Ooh.
What about
It was
like
inside out.
you take a giant like piece of wood, put a portable hole on it, flip it upside down, and then put that above the fire. Does a portable hole empty when you flip it upside down?
I
don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because you have to put it.
What if-
you have to put it on the ground, right? So like
This is
can't-
what they're using all their
put it upside
research
down.
for. Is this like
It's
they're
just
like-
the fireplace. The fireplace is the entire purpose of this
Yeah.
place, is to figure that out.
The
They're
chainless
gonna-
is like, hey, never mind. We don't care about the
Yeah, it doesn't
Titans.
say-
We're just trying to create.
It just says
fireproof
you need to
chimneys.
place the portable hole on
A flat surface.
Sorry, on flat surface. We could place it on a wall.
It doesn't stick. Just doesn't have like sticking
Does it
properties.
stick?
I
It
know
doesn't
that
say it
in I think in
sticks, yeah.
campaign 2, campaign 2, they were able to put the portable hole. Matt let them put it up against the wall, and it stuck, and everything was on its side, and everything inside. Once it was unfurled, everything inside crashed to the one side that was in there.
So like when
That was
they
pretty
opened
funny.
it a bit, they could see inside everything on the side. Is that it? Or
they could because he rules it differently than I do. I
Yeah.
rule that anybody on the outside can't see in.
yeah,
Yeah.
until it's fully open.
No.
Oh yeah,
see
right. No,
in.
we just stay it straight up. Can see.
You can
it.
see
Yeah,
out.
sorry, I forgot that. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think noise.
I forgot we can see out of it. We can see in
Noise.
it, Yeah,
Noise doesn't like people on the inside can. No,
I'm
that-
not here.
right. Actually, noise doesn't go either way. I don't remember. We're just waiting for Alex right now to come back and make a investigation check on this door. Is that what's happening?
Maybe.
I was gonna make it.
Okay.
I mean, Garen put his
I can
ear on the
make
door
it,
to see
but,
to hear if someone is on the other
He
side.
wants to check for traps. So Garen, you want to check for traps? Go ahead and make an
I'm just gonna
investigation
copy
check.
what I've seen Blackstar do.
We have the man. Oh.
And you copy well.
24.
Ooh.
Wait.
Nose is me. Nose is me.
Oh wait.
Wait,
Yeah.
he rolled.
Right,
He's
He
here,
can
but he's
hear.
not here.
You can hear. Okay, he rolled.
All right, with Garen's assistance, or rather with Blackstar's assistance, Garen goes over to the door and quickly like checks the door, make sure that it's good. You feel as your hand comes down and slides on the right hand side, there it catches on a string, like almost like an invisible string. It looks like it's the door is closed, but it's like it goes with the door being closed and wraps around and attaches to the trim on the inside, like as though if the door opened, it would trigger something. But you also know that if you like were to just cut this string, that maybe it would probably set off this trap. So you have found something. Now a separate roll would need to be made to try to disarm this trap that you found.
I did it, guys. I found something here. Or I saw Blackstar found it, and I am taking credit.
It looks like it was. So just to clarify, it looks like it was recently and hastily assembled or put together on the store.
This is where I back off. I don't mind helping look for something. I'm not going to try to do anything with that, though. I've read the books.
At this point, I'm
Wait, you can
doing
read?
I'm doing detect magic on and off just to check, just in case periodically, if I can see anything through the magic tendrils.
Okay.
Just in case.
Sure. Make another. I'm going to be asking you for a lot of perception checks throughout the remainder of this. So
not that one.
Ah.
Oof.
Natural 1. Yeah, there's just too much interference at this point. So is Garen the one who's trying to disarm this trap?
No, absolutely not. I backed off.
Pretty sure Blackstar is the only one with proficiency in these tools.
No.
There it is.
Was that his roll?
Double 19.
Yep. 30. Well, that's a lockpick roll. Is that the same roll that it would be?
For disarming?
Because he's using.
No, that's without Locksmith's Bane. He has another one for Locksmith's Bane.
Right. So is that the same roll that it would be for disarming the trap?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's just it just says lockpick. That's fine.
It's thieves' tools.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Blackstar goes up and like very, very carefully like turns the handle and like opens the door slightly and is able to just barely get his hand on the inside and holds up the cable, the very thin, almost invisible cable, and like fully opens the door. It snaps, but he's holding this side of it, so he holds it up and kind of walks around the side of the door. And on the other side of it, there's like this like mass of looks like stone. But some weird foreign material that looks like it's been pieced together, and on it there is like some kind of glyph that's been pressed into this material. And then Blackstar like opens the door and like carefully sets it on the ground so it doesn't go off or do anything. And so you have successfully opened this door. It leads
Did
into.
we just get did we just get ourselves a crude bomb? If we want it.
You'd
The
have to,
32.
You'd have to investigate it to see exactly what it would do if set off, but it is currently there on the ground. One part of the tether is still kind of connected to the other side of the door frame on the other side of the door. Just kind of like loosely on the floor there. How much of what did you hear everything, Alex? While you were
Yes.
gone? Okay. Xander's. Okay. Okay.
Wait.
I
He
put
locked
myself
down.
under the light and I glow.
What What was the gasp?
An openable door.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, do you open that door? Because you're just going around clicking stuff.
How was
No.
that trap set? You said.
There was a cable that was strung like through the door as it was closed and attached from your side. So somebody had to have like.
Can I set it back up that same way, but on this outside door?
Do you try to? You'd have to open that door to do that.
Yeah. Oh, you said I thought it looked like it went to the outside though, right?
It looks like it goes to the outside.
The door.
And I have to open the door to set the trap like that.
Correct.
It's basically it was like basically a string pinched in the door frame as it was closed, and it would open and drop the thing.
Okay. Can I check this door for traps real quick?
Sure. Go ahead and roll again.
You need your assistant.
Yes. Garen, come
25.
here. Lend me a hand, big guy.
Does not look trapped. Does
Oh my God.
it is locked though.
Garen and Blackstar right now is just like the
This is-
dad fixing up the car and the kid
The light.
helping him.
Yeah.
I will unlock it. Hopefully.
Okay.
Say that with bravado without rolling, but I rolled. That's good.
A 28.
That's Blackstar wood.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Hold on one moment.
As
What are
I'm
you holding on
unlocking it, I look at Garen and be like, I'm going to do something reckless for a moment. You've got my back, right?
I do something reckless all the time. Like, of course.
You're so
This
easy on
isn't-
the eyes. Thank
This
you.
is an exterior door, and we know there were a bunch of guards out in the courtyard and such. Keep that in mind.
I got his
Watch.
back. Hopefully.
It's his front I'm worried about.
Hey, I said I got his back. That's what he asked for.
I still look like a guard, by the way.
Oh, that's true.
Sure.
I forgot about that.
Sure you do.
I use
They
disguise self to look like a guard. The one from the roof still.
Okay. So I'm not going to open. Please don't open this door as I unlock it.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
open it.
You guys
Children.
are bringing over
Children.
like you're seriously.
I feel like you
Um,
kind of cursed it by saying that
Hey,
you do it.
hey, it's all about respect and about enjoying the game. So,
True, true.
okay.
And obviously,
So
we don't
you-
respect him because we
so you-
open all the doors.
So you do unlock the door. You in order to reset this exactly the same way, you would have to open the door. So you said you opened the door.
No,
Just-
not
just-
yet. All right, so
Okay.
this is gonna be overly complicated, like all things I do as Blackstar. I'm gonna stand up and I look at Garen. I'm gonna open this door, Garen, and when I do, I'm gonna act like something's happening. When I open it, I'm gonna take this cable. I'm going to subtly place it inside the door jamb, and then I'm gonna slam the door. I'm gonna say "Help!" Slam the door, and then I'll set the thing up, and then we're gonna leave.
Do you want me to grab you?
Yeah, put a hand on me. Don't like pull me because I don't know. You're really strong and that's terrifying. But like put a menacing hand on my shoulder.
Yeah, I could do that. I could really do that.
Uh, One quick thing: if it blows up and destroys this room, to get back up.
Yeah, that's our exit.
Yeah.
Garen,
Also,
what?
they had this trapped and were ready if the trap went off. So this is effectively, if the trap doesn't go off, they're not going to be watching from this direction, which gives us the element of surprise. So if the inside people hear the trap go off, they'll come this way. Or if they hear it, they'll come this way.
All right. Xander has said something about my dramatics. Fine. I lock the door back up,
Okay.
and then I never mind, Garen. I've been convinced otherwise. Heist mode, and then I rein myself in.
I didn't even want to do it, so it's fine.
Thank
No
God
big
you talked
deal.
yourself out of it. That was...
I know
Okay.
you wanted to do it, the Black Star and Garen, so as an apology, I give them both a berry.
Thank you. How much does this heal me? I eat it right away.
I give you a first level one, I guess. So 4.
Oh, thank God. All right, I'm almost at max.
Okay. Um,
I lock the door and then I come on, Garen, and then I'm gonna just set the trap back up on this door.
oh. Okay. So Garen comes through, obviously, and doesn't
Yep.
stay on the wrong side of the door. I moved your token for you. It's fine. All right. So you reset the trap back up. Go ahead and make a dexterity check for me.
Oh, great.
It's not super difficult.
With thieves' tools or just no?
Just a dexterity check.
Okay. Whoops! What just happened?
Quick question,
Whoa.
Tim. Well, I don't know if it's like this for everyone else, but like the fog of war, I can't see where we were, like grayed out, just completely black.
Oh,
For some reason, when I click on dexterity, it pulls up what dexterity means. It doesn't let me roll.
You should have like a token, like I don't know how you call it.
so I moved Black Star.
Why is it not?
Should make it like a button.
They made it a button.
It should be like a button for your own character sheet.
There's not.
If you
Why
click
did
on the
it-
modifier,
Oh, it's here. Yeah, at the top right, there should be like with the like a D20 logo in it.
Not for me.
And
It has
do
the-
you have
the cat.
You
do
can
you
just
have
click on
proficiency
your
in
stats.
athletics?
Normally, yeah, but for dex check, like I click on dexterity to like in where the number is, where the modifier is, and the D20 shows up. I hold shift, it says plus sign, and then when I click on it, it pulls up dexterity, a whole breakdown of what dexterity is.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's weird.
Oh.
You can right click it and then hit
yeah.
clicker advantage.
Oh yeah,
That works. Thank you.
It
I
might
like
be-
advantage.
It might be just because of that weird setting for that one.
I think it's because it tells us like what the ability does, like what
Yeah.
dexterities can
Okay.
be used for.
So with a 12, you feel fairly confident that you set it back up in a way that it will be usable or that
Wait,
will
just
function.
well, shouldn't you get that's +3 from your dex?
He said just a straight dex roll.
Yeah, but he has bonuses since he's a bard and he has a luck stone. He
Does
has
the
jack
luck
of all
stone work
trades
for-
on that. On any ability checks,
Oh.
gives you a +1. Plus, you have jack of all trade, which adds a half your proficiency bonus. So you have +3. So your roll would be
Oh,
a
so
15.
that's on everything?
Yeah, the initiative,
Anything that involves your
Oh,
like
it doesn't-
Constitution check to like
it adds it everywhere else, like my luck stone too. It just doesn't do it
Yeah.
on my stats. So then
Yeah.
it's another +3. So 15.
15.
15? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you.
Looking at this next hallway, there is that door immediately to your right when you walk through this door, but there is the hallway that curves around to the right-hand side. It looks like there's a set of two or a double doors on the left in this hallway, and then a door directly across from you down the hallway that leads more to the central part of the main floor. You were told by... Somebody just got a message on somewhere. You were told by Leora that all the rooms that were here, she didn't give you like, she kind of drew like a crude map, so you know that these double doors likely meet to the very fancy meeting hall that is a little more ostentatious and has lots of paintings on the inside, and this is where like all the higher ups, like if the Red King were to come and visit an area's watch, this is where they would meet in this particular meeting hall. It's much nicer than the one that was upstairs. That's what is through these double doors on the left. And then this main door leads out to the central entrance hall, which has a bunch of golden statues in it, as she described them to you. But that is what is before you. Just an empty hallway with some lights in it right now.
Bunch of golden statues, you say? We have
Something to remember for after.
We have an awfully empty hole.
No.
Do we
I
still have a statue?
Your
not,
hole
not empty.
No.
Definitively not empty.
It's awfully something, but it's not empty.
Pretty sure we do have space for more gold statues in the hole.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
And I
Depending
say
on how big
more
they are.
because we already have one.
You have a golden statue
we do.
in the hole.
We
Yeah.
have a golden statue.
Which I believe we tried to sell in the CR, but weren't able to find anyone to buy it.
Well, you tried to sell it to Owen Wilson, I think.
Was it? Oh, yeah. In exchange for the two-bird sling, yeah, you're right.
Did you? And he didn't. He wasn't interested in it. 'cause
Yeah, it wasn't magical,
It
so he
wasn't
didn't
special
care for
enough. Yeah. Okay. So what are you guys doing in this hallway?
Back in the
We're
door.
break dancing,
We're
apparently.
dancing.
Did we check this? Did we check this side door here?
No.
Just to know
Check
if
Which we totally never opened, right, Tim?
it's never opened.
I mean, you as the players opened it, but as the characters, you did not open it.
I don't know why I did that twice.
So the first
You
one,
should
this is an investigation
take the
check.
second one.
14
What
does
is that?
not, does
What
not,
is that?
does not appear to be trapped,
Okay.
and
Huh?
does not appear to be locked either.
The second roll bugged out.
Yeah, it didn't like
Just
whatever. was
empty
going on.
parentheses.
Okay. There's no space underneath the door on this one.
There is probably
Can
about
I-
a quarter of an inch or half an inch.
Never mind. That's not enough. All right. Can you guys go around the corner for a second?
What does that even
What?
mean?
Do you
sorry.
need a moment
Looking
to
like a
yourself,
guard.
Rockstar?
I don't want you guys lingering
Oh,
because if there's
right, in
someone
case
on the
there's-
other side,
Ah,
right.
coconut tree. Remember, that's aggression. And then I'm gonna open the door.
You open the door. It is.
There's nothing.
It appears to be an empty closet.
Here's
No,
me. Ooh.
It's a closet.
Wow, Black Star, you came out of the closet.
You're so funny, Louise. I was never in the closet. I would never indignify myself like that. And then I checked the next door.
Wow. Okay, so I do want to just
Alright.
clarify one detail. So not all of the cables that are like powering the various lights that are here and other devices and things that we haven't really gotten into the detail of are running inside of the walls. There are a good number of like cables and wires that are kind of like hanging down at odd intervals. And in that closet is a space where you saw one coming down from the ceiling, and it looks like it's entering into the wall behind where the fireplace is in the kitchen. That's one thing that you see, but it's an empty closet otherwise.
An electric fireplace.
I was just thinking the same thing. How bougie.
So, yeah, we're
I tell them about the wire, and then I go to check the other doors.
Okay. Just go ahead and keep rolling. We're gonna have a record for the number of rolls in one session for our campaign. So
It's,
these are
1,
two
2, 3 from where I'm standing to the next one to the third one.
I'm pretty sure these are double doors.
they're double doors. Yeah, so it'd be one
Oh.
one roll for that. So we'll take 18 and 18 wait.
No,
Wait.
the
18
first
for
18,
was a
the
missed
second,
roll.
that one with
And
the
the second
parentheses
18
was
for
weird.
to the right.
That was.
Just assume they're all 30s.
It would be 18 and 22 is what it would be. 18 on the double doors, 22
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
main door.
Yeah.
So the double doors they don't appear to be trapped. They are locked, as you can see on the map. And there is like it is like sealed. Like you would not be able to hear or see anything that's going on the inside of this room. When I say sealed, I don't mean there's not like caulking. But it's not like waterproof sealed. It's sealed from someone being able to eavesdrop on what's going on the inside of this room. That's about it. So you check all that, and I'm assuming you would come back to lockpick it. You move on to the next door, which leads out into the entrance hall. Also, you do see or you can feel there seems to be some kind of thrum, like a slight hum, like the door is very, very mildly vibrating, like that thrum is coming from the other side of it.
Massaging door.
Does appear to be trapped, this door.
There's something wrong with this door. It's weird. It feels strange, and it's trapped.
Okay, magic eyes on this.
I feel like one of those was more important than the others.
I didn't click twice, so Beyond
Well,
20
we'll take the first
or
roll. Yeah,
D&D Beyond is being weird.
it is. Well,
One of
that's
them
fine.
is being odd.
Well, we will
It's
take
just
we will
like
take the
when
first roll
Alex
anyways.
rolled, the second roll's like just empty
Yeah.
parentheses.
Because I only clicked once.
There is a so with your perception check, you can see that there is a very powerful enchantment on this door, and the glyph of it is on the opposite side, and it radiates. Man, I don't know the schools of magic.
Enchantment, illusion,
Well, it's enchantment
evocation.
because it's a rune, so or it's a sigil.
No,
like on-
enchantment is like messing with the mind.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Illusion, evocation, which is like fireball, abjuration,
it's mostly
protection.
Yeah, it would mostly be defined by what the spell is going to do.
Yeah.
Would tell
Right.
you kind of what school it's from.
Like if it was like to make the door sturdier, it'd be abjuration. If it was like to change the door somehow, it'd be transfiguration, transmutation. Sorry,
Right.
like make it something blow up, evocation. Come on, Tim! Aren't you a nerd? Aren't you supposed to notice?
Let's say it's transmutation. I'm probably just wrong.
Transmutation
The-
stuff like even my
alarms. In case this helps, the alarm spell is abjuration.
let's see. It does not. Oh yeah, it does. So just to give you like an idea, spike growth, a spell that creates spikes on the ground. That's transmutation, like because it shapes the ground, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to give me like 30 seconds so I can look this up real quick, I can tell you the school. I don't think it's gonna make too much of a difference because you know that it's there.
Probably not.
No,
so go ahead
it's
and
not.
say what you're gonna do then.
I mean, if it's evocation, we're not going to touch it because it could blow up.
You said the other one's sealed, like we couldn't open it if we wanted to.
No, it's just like a well-built door to be like you can't put your ear up to it and listen. Kind of, you're not going to hear the conversation by being on the other side of the door. It's like just a well-built, like the doors sit in the door frame really well. There might be a bit of like padding in between the doors to make sure that sound isn't coming through. Kind of.
Is that one locked? The
doors.
double door?
It is
That was the locked one.
It is abjuration.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you think? What should we do?
Well, opening that door is going to set off that magic. So unless somebody's got some dispel in their pocket, we think we're going in that other door.
Do we wanna like?
I didn't prepare anything for that, so
I mean,
Either we go
have-
through a door that could like set off an alarm, or we go through the fancy doors.
We need more information.
You would know based
I-
on the map that Leora drew for you that the meeting hall is its own separate thing, and these are the only doors that lead to it. There is no exit from the meeting hall.
Okay.
I could
Alright.
dispel magic on the door if we feel like it's valuable enough to
Might,
go through.
might need to, but knowing that that conference room's a dead end, might want to clear that out.
well, maybe there's a
We don't
secret
got-
passage in the conference room. High-level executives tend to have some sort of escape plan.
That is
Yeah,
a
maybe.
good
What
point.
if
We are also still keeping an eye out for a secret way into the basement.
Blackstar's
I-
going to try to open the meeting room doors.
Okay, go ahead and make your lockpicking check.
Be ready.
I
I'm
believe.
gonna ready my fists.
26.
Do the Henry Cavill lock your arms
Yeah.
punch.
Reload your arms real quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that
Reload-
scene. It's
gotta
a
reload
little
those
cheesy, but I love it. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's
That's 26 is pretty close to what you needed to unlock these doors. So yeah, so you get in there and you get your lockpicking self into this, and you hear the click mechanism. Chris made a funny face, like I'm using funny words to describe this because for some reason you've unlocked so many doors at this point. It's like, yeah, you unlocked the door. Don't worry about it. You got it.
I just like you get into your lock picking self. I
yeah.
just kind of like
Tim,
that. I
let's
just
be
like
real. Black Star approaches a door, it unlocks on its own.
Right.
He like
There's
does
a way
like
with
a weird like
doors.
little flick with it with his hand, like he's.
You kinda
Okay,
charms
so it
the
is
door
unlocked, and you feel the doorknob be able to be free and open now at this point.
All right,
if
all
you'd
right.
like.
Step to the side real quick. Remember coconut trees, and then I'm gonna just bust the doors open and like almost
Both of them?
collapse it.
Okay. All right. So you guys are. I love that you're positioned on either side. That's perfect. See, that's why I like having the game unpaused. I just don't want the children to go around and click on everything that's on the map. Okay. Because it's really nice to be able to move your tokens and everything. Okay.
We only click on things when you bring it up. You're
All
like
right.
you're like, okay, guys. Don't
Or
go
when we get to a new
clicking.
map and there's like
Yeah, no,
one door.
Felix
we
and I
can
are
find.
pretty bad with going for the doors.
You're like, don't go clicking,
All right.
guys.
All right, I want Alex to give me Black Star's first like 4 seconds inside of these doors, whatever his performance is. I'm not going to open the doors, and I'm not going to give you the description of what's inside. I want the first 4 seconds of what he does when he opens the doors.
Black Star
True
like
theater.
falls through, one hand out, and like half like kneels. Something's happening.
Okay, so you look around on the inside, and there is no one in this room.
Every time he stands up and wipes his knee off, and then he finally drops his disguise and looks like Black Star. This
he
is
too
the
will
worst
clap, though.
theater ever.
Looking around, there is a very finely made table in the center with just like some of the nicest chairs you've ever seen. Extremely comfortable looking, and they don't match the not the architecture, the craftsmanship of the other furniture that you've seen on the second floor. It looks like maybe they cleared out the second floor and moved in all their chainless stuff into it. This meeting hall looks original to the building, as do all the paintings that line the interior of this. In fact, actually, some of this harkens back to Rising Requiem. And some of the paintings that are there. There are very like well inlaid plaques that are underneath these paintings that show like mountain ranges and starscapes of a night sky and various keeps and forests and swamps and other things. There's like a huge array of paintings around the outside of this showing various historical things.
Are these paintings in frames?
They are.
Okay. Black Star looks at Louise. Louise, can you open the hole, please? And then I'm going to walk up to the nearest painting, and I'm going to carefully cut it out of the frame and start rolling it up.
All right, I'll open the hole on the table in the middle of the table over here.
As he's finishing up the first one, I'm going to walk over to him and be like, Black Star, we intend on cleaning this base out of chainless, and once we do, we're free to take all this stuff. You don't gotta like heist it now.
It's an old habit, but also like, what if something explodes and we have to make an escape that I don't get to come back for it?
Then again, I
fair.
feel like it's easier to carry a painting that's like been cut out of the frame and rolled up than just.
Oh yeah, it's much easier. I hadn't been thinking about in case we skedaddle out.
Because I mean, just a reminder. Black Star, when he wasn't all there, started a fire upstairs.
Yeah, but it
I
wasn't
vaguely
spreading
remember
nothing.
that. Yeah, I mean, like, remember the vampire's house? Like, we didn't think we'd burn that house to the ground.
And then, not you, but
it wasn't even you that
Zender burned down the place.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, from me, it's expected, but that was unexpected, and I didn't get any loot.
Actually, this fire was started by Xander's kind of challenging you on buildings burnt.
All right, that's unnecessary.
Yeah, Xander did also participate on the fire.
Yeah, I think I've burned 2 buildings.
Black Star, roll a d20 for me. No modifiers or anything, just a d20.
Okay, this is terrifying.
And then,
okay.
Okay.
Right in the middle of the pack.
Noted.
For what?
That's
Slightly
spooky.
below average.
That's spooky coming from the DM.
You said the plaques are gold.
I love it.
I mean, I didn't say they were gold, but they're made of all different materials. A couple of them are gold. But
You said shiny, right? What word did you use?
Did I even say that?
Shiny, metallic. You said you used a descriptor for the plaques.
Yeah.
Oh, the plaques. I thought you were saying the
Yeah.
frames. Oh, the plaques. What word did I use to describe them? They're very well inlaid metal. Yeah, they're metal plaques. Yeah, they're not all gold. Differing metals and materials. They're not all metal either. But they look finely made, and like this whole place is a very grandiose, not ostentatious, but just very regal feel to it.
There was money behind this place when it was made.
Right. And I mean, it was owned by Jupiter Keepdown, and he led
and
the
he
front of.
He made his fortune in the as a luchador.
Okay. Anyways, so you cut away your first.
In this, as after the little conversation with Black Star, I am going to do a perimeter of the room with the magic eyes, just in case.
Okay. Make a perception check. Yep.
Terrible. It's a 9.
You feel like there probably should be something here, but there's just like for some reason the tendrils are reaching into this room more than the others.
Can I also
Some of these
just
paintings
a
are
regular-
huge, like wall-sized paintings.
Can I also do a regular investigation check of the place in case trapdoors, secret exits, like
Sure.
whoever it was that said that?
What's everybody else doing?
Who's
I guess
the best at investigating?
I'll also look for trapdoors and
Sanders.
secret.
Well, yeah, I was actually. Razir, you have magic eyes on right now?
Yeah, but
Okay.
a lot of interference.
I'm trying.
and
Yeah, I'm trying
magic
to find.
tendrils are-
Yeah, I'm trying to find like any hidden compartments on the table or anything like that might be holding like any kind of wartime plans or anything.
Sure.
Just interesting stuff like that.
Yep. Okay.
I'm stealing.
I'm doing
Are we still
thievery.
rolling with advantage due to?
For everything
for-
other than my
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. It's not
other
it's-
than
yeah,
detect
yeah,
magic.
Yep.
It's just detect magic that's got interference.
B2's gonna investigate the two big like crown chairs, since they kind of stand out a little
Yeah,
bit more.
the one at the
Yeah.
both ends of the table.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and roll your investigation check on that. What's Garen doing?
27.
Nope, I,
I
forgot
think
to
I'm
roll
just-
with advantage.
Keeping an eye out and keeping an ear out to see if I hear anything throughout the building from where I am, because I don't really think I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna be helping in this room.
Okay. So you're just kind of standing outside, watching your friends kind of loot this room and go through it and trying to find cool things. Awesome. We're gonna start with B2.
You don't have to. It's fine.
I mean,
You can just skip B2.
they're
B2 doesn't know what a chair is. This isn't.
Yeah.
No, you got a 9. Those are chairs.
Yeah.
No, they're chairs.
Why did-
But
why
wait,
does-
wait,
They're
wait.
pretty good looking chairs, but
Why is the chair in the middle of the room like?
Yeah.
So reference to campaign 2. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh,
Chairs. Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
chair.
The second roll that came through from D&D Beyond was not a correct roll, right? So it was actually 9 and 3 that you rolled, not 9 and 4 and then 3. Because the
Correct.
ones that
Yeah.
don't have or that don't have
Yeah,
anything
it's-
in the they're not
it's
real.
yeah,
Gotcha.
Bugged for some reason. Yeah.
It's fine.
Yep,
It's
so
fine.
go- 9 and 3.
Ghost
We
in the
can-
machine
we
is
can
trying to talk
manage.
to us.
Yeah, so looking
Machine
through the
spirits,
chairs look like they're very finely made.
Crazy on Messiah.
They even though you don't find anything specific on them, they give you a feeling of homesickness. You go to look at it, you're like, oh, I'm gonna oh, my friends all are investigating something. Let me go look at these chairs. And you go and you like put your hand on one of them and you're like, oh, that's weird. Okay. And maybe that's the distraction that pulls you away from doing a better job of investigating the chairs. Alrighty. And then let's go all the way back up to Razir, who was Razier and Louise are both looking for pretty much the same thing, kind of looking for hidden trapdoors, anything of interest. As
passageways, compartments. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You are on the opposite side of the room when you see Xander come around the one side or one head of the table, because there's two heads of the table right here with these chairs. Kind of right next to where B2 is, Xander, as you come around the side of the table, you run your hand along a part of the wood, and there's like a little like hidden mechanism that you can only feel it. You can't see it. Like you actually feel it, you don't activate it, but then you pull your hand away and you're like, there's nothing there. It's like an invisible button, essentially. And you like run your hand along it and you press it, and a little drawer kind of slides out from the table. And there is a small satchel. As I say satchel, it's like a little bag. Like a little bag of coins on the inside. And then a little folded up envelope on the inside as well. It has does not have a wax seal. It looks like the flap of it has been folded to the inside of it. Like it's just been closed up for later use.
Sure.
What do you do with those things?
I'll take the coin purse. I'm not gonna count it out right now, but for the sake of brevity, would you like to tell me how much it is?
Has 150 gold.
Okay, thanks.
Good question. I encourage more of that.
And then
ask me for brevity. I will happily oblige.
So for brevity, can we get reach the final room?
Yeah.
You want to just skip the whole keep and just get right to the final room? Sure.
Let's not skip the loot.
You know what? Let's just skip the whole campaign, guys. We're done. Thank you so much for playing.
Just story time. Story time. Tell us the story.
I'll tell you. We'll be here for the next 3 days. I'll tell you the whole story.
Get tucked in and just listen.
Got a blanket ready to go.
And then I'll open up the letter as carefully as possible. I don't want to rip it or like bend anything.
It's not like sealed, right? So it's just a flap that you open up, and kind of like feels like it has something on the inside. And as you open it, there's no piece of paper stuck in there. Kind of it's square, right? It's not rectangular like a regular envelope. You open it up, and there is some like a bunch of white powder on the inside of this envelope.
Cocaine.
That might be or anthrax. Somebody was trying to mail anthrax to somebody.
What if it's a more refined version of the super soldier goop?
Oh, well, now you want to come in with like actual things that it could be?
Soldier.
We're here saying anthrax, coke, and you're like, wait, guys, what if it's this actual in-game item? It could be.
You're not sure what it is, but you should take note of it.
What if I golden glasses it?
You're gonna use identify on this?
I feel like snorting this could have immediate effect. So
I think no matter what it is, if you snort it, it'll have some sort of effect on you. That's just kind of how snorting stuff works. Like it could range from just irritated sinuses and some coughing to who knows what, but there will be effect.
No, I'll hold on to it for a second. I'll hold on to it.
Okay. That was pretty much all the investigation checks that were here. But yeah,
Louise and I didn't find anything.
There wasn't anything else to be found here. It's kept very clean. It doesn't look often used. And the paintings, it looks like the Chainless came here, and of all the things they found in the keep, almost all the things, they actually, like, I don't want to say they revered the contents of this room, but they were like, this is actually like really good. We're not going to mess with this. You know,
this is our nice room. This is where we meet the Red King in when he comes to visit.
Right. So like, it's almost like, which is interesting because you've not really experienced this in any engagement or encounter with the Chainless at all. It's almost like they had respect for the contents of this room and wanted to leave it as it originally was, which is weird, but that's the feel you get from this.
It's the second living room that nobody's allowed to go in. That Mom gets angry if anything goes onto the carpet in there. And
Yes, I love that.
Quick question, Black Star. Do you want one of the chairs?
No, I don't need a chair.
Right.
Why do you say it like that?
His mind's set on the.
He's focused with the
upstairs.
paintings.
they
Yeah.
don't quite go with the bear rugs.
Oh, actually, yeah. Take 2 of the chairs.
I'll take.
The two nice ones.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking
the
the
two
two
nice
ones. Yeah,
I forgot about the bear rug. We
Yeah.
need a nice keep when we're finished with.
Two
because we do
items.
have the bear rug, gold statue. What else do we
We're
have?
just the whole is mainly just allowing us to collect furnishing for our eventual.
Yeah.
Our
Fortress.
retirement
We do
house.
also have the
hideout.
crimson carpet, which could be considered.
So
We don't have the chest from the spaceship.
So as Blackstar goes and cuts this one painting out, I don't know if Blackstar is going to continue, but Blackstar does get a
Oh,
good...
Blackstar goes until someone stops him.
I feel like not that Xander would necessarily stop him, but you seeing what's
I
the,
mean,
the
I'm
contents
getting-
of these
I'm-
pictures, you would be like, these are vintage, like OG
Yeah.
I'm stealing them.
pre-apocalypse paintings.
Yeah, but that's I'm kind of like I was just about to say I'm kind of giving a side eye, but like I'm not stopping him because it's kind of cool that we'll have them.
I mean, that's how you steal painting.
It's funny that he
Yeah.
thinks we're gonna have them.
Sold.
Sold.
Is anybody else stopping him, or is he just ripping all the paintings off this wall?
I'm not
Yeah, I'm
ripping
too
them.
busy
I'm
with the
carefully
chairs.
cutting them.
I know, carefully
Garen
cutting
doesn't
them.
even
We
know
don't
what's
know-
happening
we
in the
don't
room.
know. But it's better this way. We have to preserve the history. We don't know if we're gonna blow up this base, you know?
Well, look, if that's the case, then we should take the plaques that label them and put them in the roll so that
I was
you
gonna
know
take
which one's
them.
which.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Yeah, they look like they're like bolted to the wall underneath the paintings. So take some time to whatever you need to do to kind of unscrew them from the wall and remove them and roll them up. I mean, this whole process, the cutting may not take very long because you're pretty proficient with doing things like this, but the whole process of doing the entire room, it's going to take you like 20-30 minutes to do all the
I think
paintings in this
after
room.
5 minutes, Garen would probably yell to like, "What are you doing?"
Then
Let's
again,
continue.
We have like 30 minutes left of Pass Without Grace.
At this point,
Well, is someone gonna dispel the door? Because I can't get through. I mean, I can get through it, but then it's gonna blow up. So
I can yeah, I'll dispel it. That
I mean,
Blackstar's
it's
not
either-
looking at anyone as he says this. He's still
we
just.
kind of have to at
It's
this point.
it's either that or go back onto that other staircase that has an ambush.
People
probably.
waiting for us.
I
You got
say
what
like
you
that around
need.
goes.
Let's move on.
Sneak
Just
in
follow
this
the
way.
door. Yes,
Yeah.
I think it is the better option.
So as you're saying this, and Black Star is like cutting the final. So at this point, they're telling you you're not doing all of them. You've gotten about a third of the way through what's here, right?
I literally don't stop for anything unless they actively tell me it's time to go.
Okay.
Which I did.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Garen, I
Garen
ignored
already
them.
did.
Oh, okay. Well,
If anybody other than Garen said stop,
Black Star, we're going.
Okay,
Yeah,
last
it's
one, I
time to go.
promise. And I keep.
Okay. So you're halfway through this last one. We're gonna say something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, B2, could you help me put the chairs in the hole, please?
But he's still just like staring at it because of like his weird just.
I mean,
Something
it wasn't like a lingering feeling
Yeah,
that was making him
no,
off
but-
put or
but-
something. But
To him, to me, it's anytime he gets a weird moment, he's just like really locked into it. So even if the feeling hasn't lingered, he's trying to
in
get
the
it
hole-
to trigger again.
I labeled them nice chainless chair.
nice.
yeah.
Chainless chair.
Technically, they're chainless chairs. They're
Yeah,
like
but we got them from
OG.
chains. Chase, nice luchador chair. They named it.
Yes.
Awesome. Nice
Yes.
luchador. You guys are literally just the portable hole is just your collection for when you get your own keep. that you can just
I said that
unfurl?
earlier. Yeah,
okay.
absolutely. It's a furniture.
My,
place.
my
retirement
question,
house.
my question is, why can't this be your keep?
Oh, it might be. It might be.
Because
It's
there's
a-
a fire.
It's a
and-
pretty nice building. I mean, I spent a lot of time designing this thing,
Uh-huh.
so
two things: fire on the second
Selfish
floor,
plug.
middle of nowhere.
Fulton door, and
Bolton door.
the fireman could put out fires. If he
Then
needs
again,
to.
do we really want to have Fulton doors leading here? Because I'm pretty sure there are two ways, so we need to guard.
not by default they're not.
Not by default.
No, it's-
No, it's
but
a
then
one way.
how will we get back? Do we
We would
have
have
one
to-
set up to come here?
You
and
also
then
haven't
we-
explored the whole place yet, so you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what
it-
other.
Let
it's-
us dream.
You're being so negative, Felix. That's why I'm
Pessimistic.
trying to help you. Pessimistic. Okay. As Black Star gets to the halfway point and the canvas begins to kind of fold away from the edge of the frame of this particular painting, it does fold away, and behind it there's a reflective surface, unlike the others, which is just like the bare, whatever the backing of a painting is. I almost said cardboard. It's like a wood
Which one is
backing
he at?
to the. It's
Big metal one.
Sure.
That
Yeah.
big one.
Sure. Yeah, so he's like halfway around the room here. There's no paintings on the right wall. Why are there no paintings on the right wall? It's weird.
Because there's lights. No,
Well, let's
Because
say
there should be a door.
he started here. 1, 2, 3. We'll say he's on this one over here. You're like, oh, that's interesting, and then you just keep going, and you like finish it, and the painting falls away, and you kind of start rolling it up and collect the plaque and everything, and everybody can see that there is a beautiful mirror that is behind it, which is gigantic. It's like 10 feet wide, and the ceilings, I didn't mention this, but all the floors, the ceilings are like 20 feet tall, and all of the rooms. They're just like, there's no reason for the ceilings to be so tall, but they are. So like up towards the ceiling, it's actually dark because the light almost doesn't reach to the top of the ceiling, because the lights are meant to illuminate the actual room itself people are occupying. But the paintings are very large and fit on this wall and look really cool in this space. Anyways, big mirror, lots of it's reflecting the room, and it is a perfect sheen on the mirror, but there are in the reflections little like tendrils of like purple and blue and green, like streaks of light and energy that just seem to like just kind of be wafting through the space and kind of heading out towards the edges, and then like coming back almost like a like a Windows 98 screensaver of just like colors coming back.
it's
like
a
originating.
magic computer.
So
Somebody spam spacebar and wake up the computer.
so there isn't anything out of the ordinary about the
sticky
reflection.
keys.
There isn't anything in the reflection that isn't in the room, and it looks like these colors are like almost like part of the mirror. It's not like it's showing something that's in the space with you that isn't actually there. Just wanted to clarify that. But it's a very nice mirror, and now that it's been revealed, and there's a brief moment where the tendrils of energy coming through the room kind of part for just a second as they're intertwining together, and Razir, you see that the mirror is definitely magical in nature.
Oh, that's magic.
No, you don't say.
Yeah, I do say.
Into the hole.
But it's
Oh my god.
it's
Wait, what if
really
it's-
big. It's really big. It's too tall. Like you're not gonna fit that in there.
Split it in half.
What?
If it's a magic item, we can't break it.
No, that's true.
Like a Kit Kat bar, guys.
Blackstar is gonna put his hand. Should I just put my hand on it? Is that
What if it's really
just slowly
bendy?
reaching?
By the
towards
way,
him?
Blackstar,
up
after
the
you're
mirror.
done cutting away the canvas, you notice that you missed a little switch that was intended for the frame and full picture to fold outwards away to reveal the mirror behind it, and so you needlessly cut away this canvas. So, just wanted
Yeah, but the
It's-
frame would
It's still
be
to
on
get it
the-
out of the frame.
Yeah,
sure,
mentally,
because it's
Blackstar's
easier
like,
to carry if it's like folded up
sure.
after cutting it on the frame.
When I said needlessly, I meant in order to reveal the mirror that was there.
Right.
Yeah.
Blackstar's like, look, a switch. I knew that was there.
I believe you.
Inside check.
The empty frame folds out away.
You did it for dramatic effect.
Thank you, B2. You understand.
So
See,
Um,
I don't know
Everyone,
why
he-
you bother
He
insight
knew it was there.
checking. We
Okay.
believe
Are
everything he says.
Alex, you have advantage.
yeah, I know, but it was already 19, so I'm gonna let her
What
roll.
if you roll a nat 20?
All right, give me 1 second. I put my hand on the mirror. I did not.
Alright.
you put your hand on the mirror.
18
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
I put my hand on the mirror.
Why do I have such a problem with this? No.
A
That
lot
one.
of
Maybe
DMs
it's-
have a problem with TPKing their
Maybe it's
their
about
party.
this.
I'm glad he has a problem with that, Jay. That's a good thing.
Yeah, but he
I
doesn't
will-
have a problem
I
with
will
killing
say-
you, Alex.
I will say,
True
Jay,
story.
it is just a lot of information to be trying to remember. Is all it is. Blah blah blah.
No problem killing me whatsoever. He's done it multiple times.
Yeah, you don't. You'd have to spend more time with the mirror to understand what it is capable of doing. But putting your hand against it, there is a. You swear that you can hear the sound of wind and a bit of sand like hitting the side of your face as you put your hand against the mirror. It immediately reminds you of Telnoro. It does not. The mirror. It's not like it's a door. It doesn't give way for your hand to move through it. It's a solid surface. It leaves a handprint from your greasy, thievery like hands on the mirror.
Let's be real. Blackstar's hands aren't greasy, they're ashy.
Ew. Ew.
I'm just saying. It's not. It's definitely. It's not a portal.
I'm sorry, but it has to be like the mirror in Harry Potter, like shows you what you want to see or something like that.
At least not in its current state.
See, when you say things like that,
Means we gotta take it. But how?
it's
Garen,
I think this one,
I
I
love saying things like that. That's my
Just to
favorite
get
thing
in
about
our
this
heads.
game.
you love messing with people.
I do.
All right, so I think this one is a leave it here, and we come back to it once we clear this place out if we're successful. 'cause
Or
it's
Somebody
like
better be
the
taking
size
notes.
of the hole.
what if Xander uses the glasses on that?
I could, if that's, but I mean, it doesn't really matter if we can't take it.
We can't use
anywhere.
it right now, probably.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, it must be important though if they hid it behind a painting that no one would mess with.
Yeah.
And also
I
think
definitely
about
think it's-
where it was placed.
And it's in the meeting room. So
What photo? What painting was in front of it? Does the painting have
That's a
anything to
great
do
question.
with the mirror?
Somebody who uses their brain in this group. That's great. I love
That's
it.
weird. That's weird. Come on.
Okay, that's my one, guys. I'm done. That's it.
That's it for the campaign.
Yep.
What do I have here? 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a scene of a seaside town set into a cliffside. And there is a beach down below, and this is a several tiered town that there's like a mountain, like a cliff mountains that lead upwards, and there's like multiple like lights on it, and it shows a starscape kind of off in the background. There's a couple of like dotted trees, like palm trees, kind of along the edge of this. It's unlike anything anyone's seen. Xander has seen, history, just to some extent. There's no town like this in existence now. Do you look at the plaque associated with this as well,
Yeah.
I'm assuming. So it reads, a peaceful scene of Tagovian D's crystal clear waters under a starry night sky. The gentle waves reflect the light of the stars and the moon, creating a dreamlike atmosphere. In the background, a small, sophisticated device is seen partially buried in the sand, hinting at the Veritas's influence on the coastal town and the technology they left behind.
So can we try to find that device in the painting?
You can, and now that
Yeah.
you see that because it's actually very minuscule. So on it, kind of like towards the bottom right on the beach, there's like a almost like an alcove kind of set into the mountain, like a cave, and it's like an artist's rendition of this, right? So they've painted like this little almost, I want to say steampunk. It's like a little gear that has almost like a telescope attached to it, and there's a beam of light coming out of it. That is kind of like making it blend into the lines of the mountain, making it look like it's part of the natural landscape. It's not like a photorealistic, perfect rendition of whatever the scene would have been. But now that it's been called attention to, you do see that what's being referenced as the mechanism or the device.
Does anyone recognize what that device does or could do, or what purpose it serves?
That ain't my
Closer-
expertise.
take a closer look.
Make an Arcana check if you'd like.
Sure.
It's a pretty high DC on this one.
28.
The thing is that yeah. Looking at it, you're able to extrapolate that it looks, the technology looks reminiscent of the ships that were in the Solium 468. So the depiction of the image, just kind of for the sake of brevity, obviously it depicts like a seaside town. It's kind of like a destination, like people would come here for vacation, kind of like what people go to Basriel for, or maybe even Seor, right? And that's what's being depicted here. This looks like a travel point, something that would have been referenced almost like a Fulton door, but it's like different technology. And you get the sense that it was provided to whoever was on, I'm not going to say Earth, but on the planet at the time, provided by whoever is being referenced as the Veritas as a means of travel, other than ship travel.
Because remember, B2 did have the memory that Veritas is not the name of the world, it's what the visitors called themselves. So.
Yes, sir.
Can we take the painting and face it towards the mirror?
Someone's got their smarty pants on tonight.
Sure.
I feel like it's time for B2 to sometimes,
Sure. This is an instance, and I'll just say this very quickly, but it's an instance where the rules of D&D don't 100% fit with my DMing style, because I love really cool things like this, and like the mechanics of this mirror may or may not line up with what I want to happen here, and I like to bend the rules. So
Real cool.
Rule number one: the DM can always change the rules.
It's the rule of what I think is cool. So
What's the rule of mythos?
So you take the painting, and it's pretty big, right? So you got it takes like at least two of you to hold it in front of it.
Have a couple mage hands hold the top. And...
Sure, kind of like unfurl it and
Couldn't
kind of
we
put
just
it
lay
in
it
front
on
of
the
this
table?
mirror
Well, we're holding it up to the mirror.
to face towards the mirror.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
So yeah, you turn it around, and it's reflected in the mirror, and you hold it there, and like Xander's probably not holding it up, but like making sure. Oh yeah, tilt it to the left a little bit. Right. As you line it up perfectly, there's a moment where it like clicks and stops in place, and there's a ripple in the mirror, and the actual background of this like is illuminated, and the water that leads up to the shoreline begins to move. And the water like is like actual real waves, and you can see the wispy clouds above the mountain range that are kind of like moving along in time. And some of the lights that are on some of these buildings are kind of flashing a bit as though someone is holding a lantern and kind of moving throughout it.
That's creepy.
Yes.
I can imagine Garen just, what are you guys? Whoa. Because he's just been outside the whole time.
Yeah, peeks in, and there's this moving thing on the wall, like a doorway almost.
Can
Blackstar is gonna go not cut the other paintings, but like realizing there was that button there, I'm gonna check the frames of all the other ones.
Okay.
Just while they're messing with all this.
Go ahead and make your investigation check on that. Okay, 23. All right, so you carefully go around and inspect the remaining paintings that are here. Having seen what this had done, there's a lot of really intricately made paintings here of like really beautiful landscapes, like even ones that I wouldn't even necessarily be able to do justice to as far as an explanation of what's there. But you're confident there are no additional mechanisms on the frames.
This is the only one with this weird mirror thing.
What's
does anyone-
happening?
Oh, sorry, Garen.
I'm just asking what's happening.
Well, there was a magic mirror behind the painting, and then we put the painting back up facing the mirror, so backwards from how it was up there, and now it's moving. Painting is moving, but in the mirror.
This sounds
And
That's about as clear as you can get.
yeah,
I want to
That's-
try while the moving picture is in the mirror. I want to touch the mirror.
I was about to suggest someone do her.
Okay. You go up and you touch the mirror. It ripples under your touch as you. It does not give necessarily.
Here we
feels,
go.
That was
I had
so
to,
good.
sorry.
That was so good.
Perfect.
All right.
I was like,
That
are we
was
going into
so
morning 64 level?
good.
That was great, Jay.
If Garen didn't already have
Mexico.
inspiration, Garen gains inspiration for that. Even though that was an out of game comment, I don't even care. It's fine. I need Xander to make a wisdom saving throw.
No, I always pass these.
Advantage.
Xander might be going on a
Oh, it
trip.
is advantage. That's right.
Even though Sheiku's not here.
Hmm.
Be right back.
22.
22. There's a weird, unfamiliar sensation that comes over your body, as though not a presence, not like a person is trying to enter into your mind, but like something is trying to enter into your mind, and like it feels good, which is weird. I mean, but you know it's not right, and so you like shunt it out of your mind forcibly, and it retreats, and you resist whatever the occurrence was. When you place your hand against it, it has a little bit of give, almost like
It's like bendy. It's like
a little bit, but you're not. It's not a portal. You're not putting your hand through it and going into this. But there was an effect that occurred, and you managed to shrug it off.
okay.
Hmm.
Nobody touched that painting. That was weird. I didn't like it.
I imagine
Right,
Garen
so-
was halfway through doing that, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah."
Oh, All right, so we either identify this thing and see if it's useful right now, or we move on and come back to it after we're successful in the rest of this place.
I think when we can spend more time investigating it, it will be worth it. but at least
Yeah.
we now have a starting stone.
Something to keep in mind.
Well,
when we
B2
come
said.
back through this place.
Yes, I would like
Yeah.
to make sure we come back.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things to look through in this place once things settle down. But, given that we don't blow the place up.
Have you done that before?
Yeah,
Oh.
kind of. Yeah.
I'm not
Elevator
surprised.
didn't survive. That place kind of got destroyed. That place burnt down. Yeah, places we leave are more often than not kind of left in ruins in some way.
Your path of destruction seems to have no bounds.
Yeah. Yeah, and we keep going farther into new places, so it's just spreading all across the land. Yeah.
B2 leans over to Garen. Are we the baddies?
Check back with me after we're done here.
That's it though for B2's spark of genius in this room. So
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking back, and
Time to
Move on.
move on.
Okay.
did you find
Um,
anything else in this room?
Nah, well, yeah, but no. Nothing as interesting as that, but Xander found a little pouch of something.
I mean, he
Yeah,
didn't tell
I
anybody about
got-
that, but that's fine.
I mean, yeah.
I thought you said
it's-
Louise and I saw him.
It's a public.
Oh, you did. You did.
Xander.
Yeah,
Xander's not like, oh, 150 gold. Look. Like, he's like, he basically opens up the drawer and is like, hey everyone, I found this thing.
Can you point
yeah,
at it?
Can you tell me where it went?
He's not hidden. He's not hidden about
Don't
anything that he
stop
does.
bag.
yeah.
Should I add the paintings to the hall?
If he's
he
putting
cut
them in there,
he
yeah.
cut 2 out, right?
2 out plus there's the
3.
one with the that was.
You got 3 paintings.
Yeah, we got,
We got
3.
three.
Yeah.
Then
Should
yes.
Yeah, 3 paintings from Luchador room.
No, it's the meeting hall.
Luchador.
That's what he said.
Day
I'm
Kohler.
gonna start making my way to the door.
Making my way.
Making my way downtown.
Anyway,
Walking.
faces passing them home back.
Wow.
Oh, wait.
All right.
This supporting Xander.
Tim, just
So-
so you know, I named it Aneria's watch paintings.
I really
instead of
appreciate that.
Luchador paintings.
I appreciate
But
that.
the chairs are still Luchador chairs.
That's fine. Okay. Could you, for my future reference, although we'll have this video to watch, could you label them paintings 2 through 4, please?
2 through 4. All right.
2, 3, and
Make
4.
I'll
2,
make
3, yeah,
that
yeah.
in my notes.
That
as
means this one's 1. Ooh, what's painting number 1?
well. Paintings
or-
2 through 4 we took.
That one was 1. Wait, no, that one was 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4.
Yeah, but that doesn't look right.
So, yeah, funny story. Funny joke. He... I think a few people got that, apparently. That's pretty fun. That's...
That was so
I mean,
random. I haven't heard that in
I
so
don't-
long.
Yeah.
Jason died.
Wow, I didn't realize how many people had actually seen that. That's so funny.
That's
Okay, Dan. No, okay, continue. Sorry.
I'm glad that we enjoy a lot of the same media, which is good. That's good. I put 6 paintings on the map, but I only provided four descriptions for them. So we're gonna pretend that there's a total of four paintings
Right.
in there.
And just so maybe, just so we know, maybe for a future, if we need it, which one is the one that
The
that
fourth
was
one. The fourth one.
the fourth one?
Yeah.
Right.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I was gonna. There's okay. Here's the deal. There's more paintings in an area's watch than just this one room, and a lot of them, like all of them, have significance. So I couldn't come up with 73 paintings worth of descriptions.
Here's the thing. There's the ones with descriptions that are of a specific thing. The other ones are just nice art pieces.
There you go. Yeah, great.
Which still sell for a lot of money.
Oh yeah, probably, but they're not culturally
They're
significant
not,
or
historically
significant or anything.
Yeah.
That's a good word for it. Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, as you're preparing to leave this room, this is what we're going to call the session for tonight. And when we come back, we'll start making our way. But you did make your way. Did make it to the main floor, which is great. If we keep on track in this way, this floor is probably going to take longer. We might be 2 sessions on this floor, so we'll see.
Speed run.
Have fun.
Speed run is
have
what
fun.
you're saying.
Have fun trying that. Yeah.